Attention Houston, Texas. The Trailblazer Poker Tour is coming to Texas Card House Houston from February 26th through March 10th. 10 big events, including the $100,000 guaranteed multi-flight and the $500,000 guaranteed main event. This is your second to last stop to rack up points in the Trailblazer Points Championship. First place wins a Chevy Trailblazer SUV. More details at texascardhouse.com.
Good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. Welcome to another exciting 2-5-10 No Limit Hold'em game here at TCH Houston. DT in the booth, going to bring you the play-by-play once more. Hope everybody's having a good evening so far. I know I am. As we get right into it, MF raising and calling 3-bet from Levi with ace-10 heavily dominated.
I'm kind of upset though. I really misplayed a hand earlier. I should have.
Check, check. MF turning a flush draw. Probably going to bet.
Okay.
See if Levi gives up his ace-king.
Yeah, exactly.
That just checks through.
Don't worry about it.
Levi betting this as his hand is going to look exactly like what it is. MF's hand not looking great. Gonna bet for value. I like the sizing. Yeah, MF calls ace.
Yeah, exactly.
Showing it. MF showing it diamonds. These players are also in the middle of a nit game.
Glad you realized that.
For those of y'all that don't know, the nit game, everybody gets a. We do the pretty standard one where everyone gets a little placard. And for each time you win a hand, or not each time whenever you win a hand, you show your hand, you get rid of the placard. The last person with the little thing has to pay the nit tax, and that'll go in as a splash pot the next hand. We here like to do it as $200. So players creates a little bit more action, makes people want to bluff a little bit more, but then that splash pot really builds it up.
You bet.
Mo and Tish still with nit buttons. Get the player introduction. Seat 1, we have Mo returning. Seat 2, we have Tish Money. Seat 3, we have a new player, Tommy. Seat 4, we have the Commissioner. Seat 5, we have Isaac. Seat 6, we have MF, who's not in his usual seat. Seat 7, we have Levi. Seat 8, we have a player we have not seen in a very long time, Outlaw, making his triumphant return to the Texas Card House stream. Welcome back, Outlaw.
Good pull.
And seat 9, rounding it out as ATM. Top pair, top kicker for Isaac. Bottom pair, backdoor flush draw, top kicker, and an overpair for the Commissioner. It's a pretty safe flop for Jacks. He's gonna look to get 3 streets.
At the Mallow, the best location.
Isaac can't go anywhere just yet. Top pair. Calls. Outlaw gets out of the way. Pretty clean turn card. 5-6 does get there immediately. That's pretty much the only hand he should be worried about. Surprised to see him check. There's lots of hands he can get value from. 5-6s. Isaac just gonna check back top, knowing that there's pot control. I think on this card the Commissioner can go for some value once Isaac checks it back. Reevaluate if we get raised, but we don't want them to check behind 5-6s. We're not gonna check raise either. It's kind of overvaluing our hand. Just go for value. Isaac's hand strong enough to probably make the call. We beat some of the 7s. He's checked for pot control. We beat.
Not yet. Not yet.
We beat. I don't know whatever error he has. Nope. Just gonna get shown the bad news. Good value from the Commissioner.
Just stay in the office for the Commissioner.
Yeah. Yeah, but yours was on stream. He bluffed me earlier, guys.
Yeah, that wasn't actually a needle. He's like, yeah, nice call, bro. Thanks for paying me off there.
Looks like we had some action before stream. I know I saw a couple things go down.
Nice check.
Alright, what nickname strategy do I want to
You want
use?
to try? 20. That's your board all the way. I know.
No, it's definitely not that.
You check raise me,
Alright,
they have to
I know
make
what
a
I want to do.
decision.
You want to raise 20?
It's supposed to be the blind 10 call, but you ruined that.
Tish gonna limp under the gun. I think he's heads up with Mo. Tommy gonna fold ace 10. No 7 deuce game. Isaac with 2 sevens now, upgrading from last time starting with a pair of sevens. Levi with ace jack, gonna 3-bet. Outlaw with 2 eights, just gonna put it in the muck. Hands like 8s, just shrivel up. Facing EP raise and late position 3-bet.
What time did you guys play your last time?
Mo with 2 9s now, calling. And Isaac gonna get a great price to set mine. Despite his stack size not being optimal, still gonna make the call. Gonna look for a 7.
Oh, that's why you're playing. That's why you're playing.
3 ways.
Dude, he was crazy. I've never seen him before.
Not a bad flop for 9s. Not the best, not the worst. See what Levi wants to do. Isaac's surely gonna check it over. He could, Levi could do both actually. He could bet if he wants. He could check.
You know what? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Looks like he's betting a 3rd pot. Can continue betting on 10s, kings, aces. Mo, not going to give up 9s yet, nor should he. Not for this price. That's a clean turn for the 9s. Levi knows he's up against at least an 8. The only real drawing hands are Jack 10, Jack 9, 10 9, and 7 6. So Levi getting a check back. He's ahead of some of those hands. Mo can't really get a whole lot of value by betting this. I think really the only thing, the way he can get more value is if Levi bets. Levi with ace high does beat some random draws. Has enough showdown value to just check it back. Nine's gonna win, and Tish, just like that, Tish is gonna lose the nick game.
Thank you, Dylan. Nice handle.
Nice handle. Well played.
Outlaw folding 2 8s. That hand would have flopped middle set.
Yeah,
Couldn't have gotten a ton of money, but still, it feels bad. Feels real bad.
I fold the 4 though.
Yeah, get a lot of it.
Maybe it wasn't bad.
Small blind, big blind. Middle blind.
Mine, yeah.
Enough to conglomerate.
This will be the splash pot. So there's an extra $200 in the middle, not shown. See who wants it. Get a couple of limps too. ATM. Get a limp too.
I hate you guys.
I don't see this very often. These
Punish those
limped all the way through.
folders. Missing out on the party.
No one really flops anything.
Somebody's gonna win this.
9-7 most equity, open-ended.
I tried.
MF's got a weird gut shot. Looks like he's gonna bet a little bit at it. Levi with 7 deuce, thinking about making a move. He has a different gut shot. The price is pretty good. There's $200 more in the pot than that. Mo getting a great price. He can check raise if he wants to. Decides not to. Interestingly enough, 9 high is way the best hand right now. 9-7 high. But MF does turn a flush draw now. To go with it, to go with this straight draw. Might be feeling pretty good about that. MF gonna
Do
bet
you like frogs? Did I tell you my frog story?
7 deuce hitting the muck. Mo still getting a good price.
It was a gift.
Not as clean
No. No X.
as you would like it to
Music
be.
professor in college.
2 different flush draws, but
It's,
still
they were used
pretty good
so
price.
in our string class. When you hold up the violin,
MF putting the pressure on.
what the professor would do is put the frog on the violin, and if the frog would balance and stay, then you had good posture. But if you slouch,
See if
or
Mo
whatever, the frog would
puts it
slide
in the
off.
muck or continues.
It needs to be like parallel horizontal.
Oh, it's a bit of a straight. 180 degrees.
Yeah,
I didn't know
exactly.
that.
It's a pretty tough
In
decision.
Vegas last time, I didn't know this at the time.
You're hoping
but-
MF has a big hand, but
Okay, so I had my frog on the table, and a bunch of
9 high gets the other 9 high. Shows the 5 of
I was
spades.
smiling because it's like, that's like
Pretty good card to show.
You guys limped in for $10 with splash pot.
and they're like,
First time I've ever seen that happen.
Pick up by
they wanted a picture of me with the frog. And I was like, what? Okay, sure. But then one of them
Nice
ended
little
up
pickup.
telling me it was because the frog is like a symbol of luck in
Oh,
Japan.
in Japan.
Yeah.
Hope everyone joining me tonight is doing well. Thank you all for joining me again.
I thought it was
DT
super
here in the
weird
booth,
at first.
giving you all the play-by-play once again. Got a great table. Oh yeah, great group of players. Great group of guys, great players. Gonna be plenty of action. In a game, Button's gonna get passed out again.
So that's for
And they're gonna keep going.
I know, I lost this last one and I need to reestablish.
Tish is a real glutton for punishment. I feel like even when he loses the mid game, he's much more. He's the most incentivized of all the players to keep it going.
To win the splash ball, you have to. If somebody asks you to show your hand, you want to show it. Do you guys want to do it that way?
Yeah.
I like it. I like that where all hands won in the game have to show.
And what happens if you don't? And if you don't show, you have to re-ante this 200.
Yeah.
I like that rule too. If you don't show when you win, you have to re-ante the 200.
You have to re-ante this.
That's
200.
spicy.
Utterly freaking
Mo gonna 3-bet Queen Jack suited in the small blind. Tish gonna 4-bet now. King 9 suited. These players have just enough hand that they might play a pot. 10 deuce not gonna cut it.
Trying to make a name for the
Ace 4 not gonna cut it. See if Mo wants to play. When you start laughing like that, it's gonna be hard.
There's no making a move after you do that.
I thought about this hand too. That's one of my favorites.
That was the hand in my
My
mind.
favorite is actually ace 5.
Can't really make a move once you start laughing.
Hand to 4-bet with because I always do it versus HV, and it always works.
Shout out to
I love
HV.
King 9 too. Why do you-
Everybody misses you.
I love King 9.
They don't miss you taking all their money.
Hand, right? Best hand.
Doing well. How are you?
Get a dealer change.
Thought about jamming?
All of our dealers here do a lovely job. But for those of y'all that don't know, the Trailblazer Tour coming to Houston started next Wednesday. Next Wednesday we have our 400-day 75K guaranteed one-day event. It starts at like 4 or 5, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and play in that. Should be fun. It'll be a very exciting tournament. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to a lot of we have a $200 multi-day 100K guaranteed. That one's going to be a blast too. Last $200  100K we did went a little over 200K for the prize pool. First place was around 30 grand. That's pretty big. And then we're going to finish it off with an $800 500K guarantee main event.
But they'll tell you.
Gonna be a good time. Hope to see some of y'all here. I'll be commentating all the televised final tables. Hopefully some of y'all make it so I can commentate on y'all. Don't know if y'all want that. Don't. But that's what I'm doing.
Clicking's kind of fun.
All in.
Isaac. Just ripping it with ace-5 suited. Actually has the best hand. It's a little on the short side. I like it. Very GTO, as the kids say these days. Mo thinking like he might want to gamble. Actually getting the right price. These players are playing.
Spicy.
Proudly showing, Isaac proudly showing the ace.
That's my favorite.
Ace-5 suited. I would too.
I saw you pause for a little bit.
Just like you're saying, aces is your favorite hand.
But ace
You
five,
can't.
man. It's
We've
like,
had this discussion before, chat. You can't say aces is your favorite hand. That's just not how it works.
might as well be aces though.
I'm the short stack right now, man.
Good spot for sure.
You see that a lot more of that GTO stuff in tournaments. Although these players are perfectly capable of anything. Tish with ducks, gonna call on the button. Surprised he didn't put in the 3-bet. Kamish gonna come along in the big blind with Queen 7 suited.
Big mistake.
MF gonna call. We got 4 players going to a flop.
Excuse me.
That is not a pretty flop for any of these hands. Checks through. See what ace on the turn, 2 players connecting. No one's really gonna love this. MF leads out. Mo's hand is really just a bluff catcher now. You're hoping to chop, or that MF has some sort of diamond draw. We can't fold yet, but we should proceed with caution.
Joe, and then
King on the river, it's a dicey one. MF gonna continue betting for value. A little spicy here. Mo's hand didn't look very strong on turn to himself. Now it definitely doesn't look very strong. MF betting small though. Gets called. They're gonna chop it up. No one wins. Or no one gets rid of their net button.
Nice.
Nope. Chop it up. This is why I thought about it.
No one gets rid of their net button. Unfortunately.
Win.
You have to win to get rid of your net button. Have to win.
Well, if the king doesn't come, he's probably calling anyway.
there's a $200 birthday,
Oh, actually, I
$800
wasn't tracking.
500K. Pretty bad. That should
Lay back.
Where's RJ? I missed
Lay
him.
back pre-flop.
You like RJ?
I like him. Very nice guy.
He was working in it. He's a working man.
I think it's in like April.
Whole bunch of trash to start out 2 queen trays. Mo with an ace. Of course, gonna open it up, especially with the nib button. Broadway ace. Isaac. Defendable hand. See what he wants to do. 3-betted to defend it. Doesn't have a nib button. Can go both ways. Gonna call. MF 6-4 suited. Gonna call too. Great price. Nib button. Gotta get rid of it somehow. Gotta play these hands. Top pair. Good kicker for Isaac. Gut shot. Little nut shot action for MF. Chris, they started a brand new knit game right after that one ended. He did win with 9s versus Ace Jack, but then Tish paid the knit tax the very next hand, and this is a brand new knit game. So he has to get rid of it one more time. Gonna have to keep getting rid of it. They're gonna be rapid firing the knit game off tonight. One ends, another one will begin. Isaac bets, MF folds, Mo folds. Takes it down. A little nice pickup.
Did they tell you about the rule of reminding people to show? Yesterday? Don't remind somebody to show. Because if you do, you get your button back.
That is indeed a rule we are playing with, where if you remind someone to show their hand, they will get rid of theirs and you get another button. So if you have a button, you now have 2 buttons.
You pick up your, like, basically what it is you take the button of whoever you reminded.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tish is right.
It's
It's a fun interaction now.
But Matt's brother Tim reminded him to show, and to get his button back. And then he like fucked me over by like folding his straddle.
Yeah. Who, my brother did?
Yeah, he like went the button, I folded the big line, and then Ben just folds his straddle.
Aces for the commissioner. See if you can get any action here.
I was so pissed. I feel like that should be illegal, but it was like whatever. I'm not.
It was such a weird spot.
Isaac folding my favorite hand. I'll have to have a discussion with him about
I
that.
did call him out about it.
Extreme
Yeah,
rap.
I said, what just happened? Yeah. It's like,
MF fold, Levi fold, outlaw, double straddle it looks like.
right. Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna call with the 5-4.
You could just like
Does
take it.
connect.
That can't happen. Yeah.
Great flop for aces. Commish could check or bet. Probably bet real small. Outlaw with a piece gonna call. That's pretty big. Outlaw with a piece still gonna continue.
Like if I would have done that to Tish, that would have
Looking for a 4 or 5.
Yeah, like you and your
Helps.
brother.
Nice
and-
double-gutted.
Oh my god, that'd be
Pretty dicey card for the aces.
2 Bandinis.
Commissioner's gonna
versus
keep
one
betting.
Tish.
Checks back. Doesn't want the pot to get too
Honestly,
out of
I'm
control.
out.
And that's 3 5s for Outlaw.
And then I would like go
Pulling one out in front of aces, see if he can get any value.
You know. I'm actually
Imagine he's gonna be betting this on the river value.
I'm actually fuming on the inside.
Commissioner's just gonna check behind a lot of hands. We gotta go for some value here. Doesn't have to
Man,
be too
losing
big.
games so much.
We want to get called by a pair. Commissioning. He gets unlucky. Outlaw was definitely not folding the turn to a bet. He might have even check raised.
$20 straddles.
He's crushing one.
Aces cracked.
Yeah, off and on. I mean,
He's just traveling. He played yesterday.
played yesterday for like 10 minutes.
Not a good start for aces on the stream. Sometimes they go through some rough patches. Everybody's sharing the same dookie cards. MF gonna raise the 10-8 suited in the small blind. I like it. Levi's interested. Looks like 3 bets coming in. I like it. Coincidentally, it's way the best hand. MF gonna call? Levi's not incredibly deep. So, if we make a pair with 10-8, we just kind of gotta go for it. Oh, and not the best hand, but this is probably the best flop. An equity favorite with the worst hand. Levi, very inclined to check this back, yeah. See if MF can make a hand, and he does. He makes a flush. It's gonna be hard for him to get value out of Levi here. I don't think Levi will ever check back the nut flush draw. Checking to make sure his ace is not the ace of spades, and it's not. Just gonna let it go. Didn't expect that. No one expected MF to turn over that. A little bit of gamble paid off.
I had an 8.
I had, yeah, I had an 8 too.
That's all.
Why you steal my money? Steal my hand? They call me motherfucker. They call me mother MF. I didn't say it out loud. But they all can laugh.
This is a family show.
Not a family show.
It's a family.
We've never once advertised this as a family show.
Yes. The
Back in the day,
scream
we used
dash.
it for the kill game, and now he uses my card protector. He said I couldn't.
Where's the scream?
Somewhere.
We can use the scream thing as a card protector. I don't know why
Wait,
we
they said
couldn't.
you couldn't use it anymore?
Yeah, Tim.
Why?
Production didn't want it.
I had the best hand.
I don't remember that.
Scream-
I kind of
scream
remember
could have
that,
the camera.
but I also don't remember that. I remember him using the scream figurine as his card protector when we were playing.
What about the Exodia?
I don't think they're gonna have a problem with that one.
Yeah.
I don't remember why the scream one was.
I love the Exodia. Dude, I've been waiting for the day. If I ever get a royal
Isaac
flush,
gonna defend.
Tommy, you know what Exodia is, right?
Now we have an action
Exodia.
flop here. Middle set,
You know what Exodia
open-ended,
is?
straight draw.
Right, so do you know what Yu-Gi-Oh is? Alright, so it's a card game. And if you have all 5 pieces of Exodia, you just win. You just win.
Isaac, not
Yeah.
incredibly deep.
But
See how he
like,
wants
if
to
you
play
have a
this.
royal
I could
flush
see all the
in
chips
poker,
getting in the
you
middle
win.
here.
And
He's
the
just
best
gonna raise right, right
Next time I
away.
get a royal
Wants to
flush,
get all the money in as soon as he can versus an overpair.
it's a reference. You kind of have to
Out-
watch the show
Outlaw?
to, like, know.
Could fold. He could rip it.
Yeah, it's like all over the
call?
world, really popular everywhere. You know what
Outlaw
Magic
doesn't
the
like
Gathering
folding though.
is? It's like that.
Looking for some help.
It's like a card
That
game.
is. Oh, that's a spicy turn. Isaac's still probably thinking he has the best hand. Only a little more than a pot behind. I don't
I'm
know
gonna
how
I was trying
these
to
two don't collide here.
when I was young, but
There's so many hands. Yeah, he's gonna get snapped all in and snap.
What do you want to do? You want to do twice?
Whatever you want.
Let's go twice.
They're gonna go twice. Isaac needs some help. That is not Isaac.
Really?
Sweet.
Wow.
That's not good for Isaac either. Isaac will be getting scooped, flops middle set, and gets dethroned by 8.
Damn, Hear the board. Cooler.
Cannot pair the board. Sometimes it goes like that.
It was not folding 2 ways this time.
Something like that.
He's not, yeah.
Is that?
Kind of.
Yeah, you showed. So.
Maybe on like a brick. It's kind of harder. That one.
Alright.
Isaac gonna reload. Unfortunate run out for him.
Barrels!
Not a hand you expect Outlaw to have there a lot. But he will have it. I think he will have straights a lot.
dealer
He has-
do her job.
He's gonna have so many hands that we're ahead of.
Didn't want to lose the player.
That we
do you
can't
like
just
saying
check
barrels?
behind. I don't really like checking behind with all the flush draws. With all the overpairs. Overpairs really aren't going to pay a whole lot, but if we're ever going to be bluffing at that
Sometimes it's
with heart draws, we need to be shoving with some value too, and a set of 7s is, I think, a pretty clear slam dunk value shove.
Well, he wants to have 2 game behind. That's the important.
Isaac reloading for $2,000. Pretty standard. Most people buying in for $1,500 to $3,000. Not a typical 2-5 game. It's much larger. This is a 2-5-10 game. The 10 has been agreed upon by the players to be put. The $10 straddle put on every hand. Outlaw dangerous when he's catching cards. Gonna bump it up. Ace King. Levi got nothing. Queen 4, not gonna cut it. Little out of line, gets punished. Someone wakes up with a hand.
Like a game.
Dude, you
I
can't
lost
beat.
all. I
You
didn't
can't
win
beat.
nothing though.
I forgot about that.
I didn't win
I
anything.
forgot about that.
Oh, I
Oh,
did. I went home. I'm like, man, what happened to that money? I was up.
dude, you should have seen him a few months ago. He was just getting Christmas gift after Christmas gift from every single one of the whales. It was so crazy.
Outlaw did receive on several streams some gift wrapped
Many times.
monies.
Gave it back.
I don't think it was a take it back. And blow it.
real money, right?
No, for
Maybe
sure.
I spent a lot. That could have been it too.
Oops.
Sometimes you spend a lot of money when you win a lot of money. I'm guilty of that. I don't think there's a whole lot of poker players that haven't indulged at some point after a big win or a big couple of wins. But it feels really bad when you do that indulgence and then you just take a huge loss.
RJ call you with jacks and then you bomb
Oh,
bomb.
I remember that. I saw that hand.
That was
Ace 9
fancy
also.
play. Yeah. And
I
you
know,
don't
always
enjoy it.
fancy.
Always fancy.
What did he do?
Nothing. The guy next to me kept needling me. I lost him the game one time. He's like, you're never gonna lose your nip button. And that was it.
Set you off.
Outlaw one very familiar with battling. One player very familiar with battling for the nit button. He mixes his game up pretty well. Does a good job. Tough player to play against. Those are a lot of people will see those strategy articles that will tell you like, you need to be bluffing with some frequency here and something like that. Outlaw will put that in practice.
You can borrow it if you like.
He puts a lot of theoretical things into his game, and it's really cool to watch him and play when you play against him. Makes him a real tough player to play against.
Wow. Bait. Frogs are good fish bait.
Middle pair, top pair, gut shot.
Yes.
MF, 10-8 suited, flopping big again.
What's your favorite fish?
You open it and group that. I need some small line. I want to flop a 7 inch.
Really? Okay.
Shark.
A shark?
Shark.
Ooh.
I do scuba diving because I would like to see some sharks. Well, I guess it was just amazing when they swim beside you.
They swim right next to you and they don't attack you.
I'd be afraid to
Sharks actually like are pretty intelligent. Like they won't attack people.
just swim with sharks, even with the
Like
cage.
a seal.
Yes.
I don't want to be cooped up in no cage with sharks swimming around me. Even though they can't touch me, I'd rather do it in an aquarium where there's that nice glass
Blue beta fish.
wall.
You know what?
Probably-
You know what fish that
I'm imagining. Vader?
is? Beta fish.
Probably just as terrifying realistically when the shark's swimming right next to it. But you know what?
Keep his pet,
I feel
but it has, like,
mentally, I
little-
feel a lot better.
Like its fins are like luscious hair.
I got
Don't know what's going on this hand.
Really pretty.
We'll have to guess. We know MF flopped a big.
Do they have any diving?
And it looks like, based on the burn,
Diving spots?
Yeah.
they've gone 3 streets, so
Probably Galveston.
there's some battling going.
I don't know.
Oh, but it's too cold. Yeah. Too cold.
It is pretty cold right now.
Probably wouldn't want to do it either.
Probably wouldn't want to do it in Galveston. You might get some kind of disease.
You need a really strong light to see through that water.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay.
The water's so brown and like disgusting.
Diamond or nine.
Oh, that's
You have to like go down to like Corpus Christi to get like the good water.
Pretty big pot now.
When you go to Florida, I bet you can
I'll
have
try.
some
I'll try.
good diving spots.
Yeah, Florida.
Don't know who that. Oh, that's going
Four now.
ATM's away. Something happened that hand.
Hollywood? Oh,
Yeah, it's 8 on
it's not in the Gulf. It's not in the Gulf.
Yeah, Nick game. Sorry, yeah. I keep forgetting.
That game makes people do a little bit weirder
A
things.
lot of trash driving. Like if you're on the west side of, or no, the east side of Florida, where the Pacific is, that's where, or the Atlantic, I mean.
Where is Jackson?
If the 8 don't come, we will get
Jacksonville's like northeast.
I know.
I'm very guilty of playing suited triple gappers because of the net game. When normally, just a fold, you know, the old 9-5 suited. The old triple suited gapper. Or suited triple gapper. Outlaw, another premium.
Sick river. Sick river.
No 7 deuce game. Tish. Gonna call in the small blind or big blind. Tommy with my favorite hand. Nit button. Has history with Outlaw from previous streams, not this stream. Gonna call.
Don't get hit.
I approve. My favorite hand.
9, you might get hit.
The 8 marrying up was probably.
That's a good flop for the ace 4 of diamonds.
I guess there's not a lot of.
Outlaw gonna rep the king. Has the range. Tish wants to put more money in this pot.
I don't know. I don't raise 2 pair.
Would he check raise 3s?
See the set, I have 6.
Would he check raise 5s? I think the answer is yes.
He was first to act and you shoved on him.
He's going very large too.
Master beat literally.
No.
55. Tommy gets out of the way. Outlaw now with the decision.
You go all in on the river, I fold him.
Big boy check raise.
Big boy.
That would have been a move.
I like the sizing. You really don't want him to float
You fold. I was gonna
ace high
You were gonna do that? Oh.
for cheap. He's going to be calling a lot too, so and our hand has great equity against pretty much everything, including a set of kings.
Top pair.
Dude, I played so bad today.
40 king queen.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Might have. Strong fold.
Levi with 8s now. I'm going to 3-bet this. Levi, good, solid player. Likes the root of aggression. A lot of these players do, actually. Everybody in this game, really solid playing. You're going to see a lot more 3-betting and 4-betting in these games with a lot lighter hands than you would expect in typical 1-2, 1-3 games. This is what you get when you move up stakes. People much more aggressive. Hard to make a hand.
8-8.
Why not build the pot when you have a hand that's worth making a hand with? 2 8s? Sure. In position? Even more sure.
Thank you. I had a feeling that would be me.
Then you're gonna lose?
So like 3 of us?
Yeah.
3 people left. Tommy
Plug this to you right now.
admitting defeat,
But he declined. You wanna sign up for
saying he's going to lose the Nick game. That's not a
Nick game heads up boot camp?
great way to start it off.
28 days. No,
28 days.
28 days.
How much it cost?
1,000, he said last time.
10,000.
10?
The price might go up next time.
Is it the last? Yeah. Is it the last place?
There's one seat left.
One
There's one seat left. Get it before it's
It
gone.
was 1,000 at Champions, now it's 10,000 at
Well, it's the last seat, so you're
Yeah, exactly. It's going quick. Get it before it's gone.
You hear that, Chad?
MF continuing to limp. No nib button, so he's... When he has a nib button, I like the way he plays. He's a lot more aggressive. I wish he would play like that. We've had a lot of 7 deuce tonight.
They were like doing some random
I really wish we were playing the 7 deuce game. Oh man, 7 deuce plus nib would be great tonight. 2 pair, top pair, monotone board.
line of me actually came up and
Gut shot for the commish.
the dude looks like he's just cracked out, like his mouth is all like twisted and he speaks normal, but he looks like he's on crack.
Taking too many ShamWow chemicals.
He made millions, man.
Action killing turn. Just gonna go check. MF could bluff at this if he wants. Oh, he does. I like it.
Yeah, apparently he like
Really targeting
before he
a better jack,
made that money and then when he made
but it's gonna work here. Tommy's 2 pair. Shrivel up now. Could call once. No. Doesn't get a seed though. Outlaw, the big winner so far. Isaac throwing the party, courtesy of that cooler. I mean that. What a clash!
I'll give you a sneak peek at the
Middle set versus turn straight.
day one is really just
The way
about,
the stacks were,
accepting
there's nothing other than the money getting in on that turn.
That's basically it.
Don't give away the course.
I have to. It's a little advertising. It's a little advertising. Little teaser.
The 12-step program. Acceptance.
12-step program.
Exactly. Lose to it. Sometimes it's better
Tish
to
can
lose
open
to 100.
an ace on the button.
You do. You may not learn the lesson.
Kamish? Kamish really getting in the mix today. 8-5 suited out small. I don't know if he has a nip button either.
All right, I'm gonna play some good defense.
We are rooting for you.
Top pair, good for Tish. Now we have an up and down. Ooh, Tish does not want to make two pair. That would be disastrous.
Y'all play this game Friday too? At 2 o'clock.
39:40.
Indeed, they play it too.
Yeah, Friday, Wednesday.
Let's go.
Good defense.
Kamish just letting go of his up and down. He could have ripped it straight, blocking it.
Friday at 2.
Chose not to.
Nice try.
It's going to be hard with players as aggressive as this to really see your draws complete for free. Players are really good at betting for value, betting for equity denial when they need to, navigating through these hands.
You know, I think he never do that. We lock it up.
Lock it up.
No, he locked it up.
Oh yeah. Not seeing. I called him all the way
Tish
down.
can open Queen 9 suited, and the hijacks love it. Kamish with 10-7, he's had my favorite hand a lot. We're gonna have to have a talk with the players. They can't be folding 10-7.
Locked it up. What?
Locked up.
There's nothing you can do
Think about
sometimes.
600. That's it. That's me out. Sorry, Tim.
Oh wait, you're not even heads up in the knit game, Tommy. I thought you were heads up.
Oh, I thought you.
I thought you were heads up in the knit game. Never mind.
That's why we're asking for the.
Never mind. Don't listen to my moot game. My moot game lessons.
Tommy still with a nip button. Mo still with a nip button.
Maybe day 29.
Oh, it's a live coaching. It's not like a video.
Yeah.
The part of it they want to like pretend that you're not losing that. Pretend you're not. Heads up.
It always feels so bad to look down at 9 deuce suited, and then the person behind. Oh, Tommy 10-7. Let's go get after it. Raise it up.
Accept losing.
Yeah, except losing it. Sometimes it's your time to die.
Nick game. Oh no, Kamish still has a nip button too. Okay, so there's 3 of them.
We all gonna die.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll bully you hard about being a knit. You can't give in.
Levi gonna bump it up. I think it's a $20 straddle. Outlaw's 3 betting here. Oh, it just calls. I thought the ATM gonna come along for the ride. In position. Outlaw gonna bet his top pair. Good kicker. ATM folds. Levi out of there. Nick game continues.
Yeah. No. I don't gamble. That's not even a gamble. That's just like an awesome hand.
Isaac talking about MF gambling, but I don't think it was gambling. Well, I mean, for MF it's gambling, but he has been the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. He's been really opening up his game. It's awesome. Levi Jackson suited gonna call. Outlaw calling raise commission with the ace-5 suited. And some big hands going around.
It's okay to say
Mo in the double straddle. I'm surprised to see him fold it. He's getting such a great price.
Outlaw has some pretty good defense.
I would have
There's
called.
one guy to pick defense, Outlaw's probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Gut shot, up and down, top pair.
Ty has crazy offense too. He's back raised 4-bet king 3 suited yesterday. I didn't even know.
I'm just gonna bet Levi. Backdoor hearts too. Gonna at least call.
3 and A4.
Probably doing some inventory here.
He did it with 8-4 offsuit.
Yeah,
Ty's a maniac.
Doesn't make the
He knew
call.
his guy. He knew his player.
It was not. RJ opens under gun. Ty flats. He has a nib button. There's 3 left. And I'm like low jack with ace 10 suited. I squeeze. RJ thinks about it and calls off of like 100 big blind stack. And then Ty just almost.
Just the nuts for Levi.
Back raise. Like,
Clean turn. Commish drawing dead.
Crazy.
I thought about jamming.
yeah.
Little
Idiot
over a
king
pot size
suited?
bet.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Commish
crazy.
ripping it. Bluff.
I need a little bit better. Get straight.
They're gonna go twice. Twice ain't gonna do anything. Levi's got the nuts. Straight. Gonna hold up. Good double up for Levi. Good double up.
I know.
Yeah, nice hand.
There's a.
I wonder how many players walk in front of the camera that don't realize that there's a camera looking. I certainly don't realize that the camera's on. Except when I know it's on for the stream. I mean, of course I know it's on now when I'm getting ready for the stream to start up and everything, but not walk in front of it. But I just meant like, just in general, like, Stan. I mean, Air, one of the locals walks by. He's a tall boy, so he took up a lot of the camera space. $10 straddle. No dice. Commissioner's trying to get rid of his nip button too. Would have been a good spot.
Not even a single thought.
Outlaw gonna open up the 7-4 suited. ATM gonna 3-bet.
He knows.
Punish.
He gets it through. Big punishment.
Mo was not gonna get a walk.
That happened to Noah. He got a walk.
Getting a walk. I feel like if you get a walk in the Nick game, you deserve it. Because everyone else is in it for letting you walk.
Yeah.
I don't think you should keep it or anything. It's 100% earned because everyone else is binging it. Commish opening up ace deuce suited.
He was a better
MF gonna call with inferior hearts.
Crazy,
Yeah,
right?
what was his price for the course?
Doesn't want to see that show up.
I'll pay you. Noah lost a big game one time in the room, 9 times.
9 times?
That
I
is
thought the record
probably.
was 8.
Oh, well, it was 8 or 9 from Noah.
That's still a lot of times to lose.
That's a lot of times to lose the game in a row. And Noah's
That's
oddly proud of that
He lost
distinction to have lost the net game that many times in a row.
How many hours would that be? Sorry.
MF floating with king high. It's juicy.
But he was up because he won like every time.
Tommy is indeed in Texas now.
Hour, right? Like roughly, or maybe 1.
Glad to have him here on our
That's
stream
another
here.
part.
It's
That's
his first
another part of
time
the boot camp.
to this establishment.
Losing the mid game just so you win the splash
Yeah,
spot.
yeah, if you do
Lowest
that,
spot.
that's
You know,
better.
every,
That's better.
Exactly.
every time one ended, they just reloaded.
Yeah.
MF gonna take the betting lead and just wins king high.
So maybe
This is a new reformed MF, bluffing,
Probably.
dodging, doing stuff.
Sometimes we play for such a long time in there.
Yeah.
you guys ever play Squid Game still? I played last time I played this stream with Paul. We played Squid Game.
We're a little late down. No. The only time we can play,
like a little.
the only time we can play the net game is here. There you go. They won't let us play. You know what you want.
And probably one to do it.
It's only on the street. Unless we go back into the private room.
Merry Christmas.
Straddle, right?
Outlaws, these suited wheel aces are flying around. ATM. Gonna call. 6-5 suited on the button. These players are deep. Commish with Big Slick. These two players could collide. These are 3 row hands. They're $40 straddles on. These aren't very deep stacks. See what Isaac wakes up here with. Little smirk. Throws it away. Nothing good. The old 3 deuce. Outlaw now. We're getting real close to the shove or fold part of optimal play. If he thinks the commish is getting way out of line, you can shove. I don't think calling is very exciting here. You're just not deep enough. And calling could randomly bring ATM along. Does make a disciplined fold.
You could call.
Oh, you're gonna call.
Shove it fold.
Yeah, I agree with diamonds.
I woke up with it.
It is indeed a shove or fold spot.
Yeah, I was trying to get a feel.
You have the button. Okay.
Yeah, I think he was gonna snap.
Boney Turkison, glad to see you in the chat. How you doing this evening? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Get to enjoy some nice 2-5-10 Nolan and Hold'em here with us.
Really had like 2100.
There's probably some folks in there.
I can.
Great game so far, but plenty of action. No one's getting 2-2 out of line. 2-2 out of line. People are dipping and dodging, or whatever the dodgeball thing. The 5 duck dive. Wait, hold on. Shit, I don't remember now. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. But that's what people be doing, except with their poker hands. Levi's turn with Ace King. Outlaw with Ace Queen suited. He had Ace 3 of diamonds last hand. Got upgraded this time. Gonna 3-bet it. ATM really came to play. And call with the 4-3 suited. He just wants to play. Levi now gonna 4-bet it. Outlaw can be doing this with plenty of hands.
Hey, Megan.
Of course, we can't call.
Hey.
Out of position 3 ways. Let's see what Outlaw wants to do for this one.
Okay, sounds good. So is she still pretty comfortable? Is she comfortable? So she doesn't
Thinking
get
about-
or anything like that, right? Okay, that's fine. Just I have a nice choice to check to call me and then to call me.
Make a call.
I'm 30 minutes away. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
And this might invite
Bye.
ATM to come along. I wouldn't be shocked. ATM's gonna gamble. 4-3 suited on the button. Interestingly enough, against their exact hands. Ace King flops worst. Outlaw with top. ATM with a flush draw. I think this is just gonna check through. ATM could be getting he could be getting trapped here by queens, ace jack, even jack some of the time. Gonna bet though, really trying to put max pressure on ace king. Ace king looks like, I mean, now it just looks like ace high, and you just throw it in the muck. Outlaw though, thinking about what he wants to do. Top pair, top kicker. ATM could very easily have a jack. There's also flush draws he could have, like this one. I wouldn't have expected this exact one, but nice clean turn for Outlaw. Pot already at $1,900. See if ATM wants to keep up the charade. I think when Outlaw calls, we're gonna just take our equity. Outlaw's gonna have queens here a lot of the time. He could have queen jack suited. He could have jacks. Sure, he's gonna have ace queen and king queen, but none of those hands are really gonna fold. Yeah, I like his check behind. See if we can just hit it. And Outlaw's most definitely not gonna fold on this. The question is, can he get value? I like the check by Outlaw. Let ATM hang himself. What if Outlaw slow played kings? Could we get him to fold kings? Yeah. Could we get him to fold a jack? Possibly. We have 4 high, we're not winning. We could get him to fold ace king high. The ace 10 of hearts, ace king of hearts. So all those high hearts. It's a great check by Outlaw. Really knowing that ATM's gonna have to bluff at this.
400 of the flop.
And he does. And he's gonna be met with some very bad news. I don't think ATM has queens very often, but didn't put a whole lot of thought in it.
Huh?
ATM
No, just draw.
ATM
Nice hand. I showed it so fast.
See?
Texas Outlaw.
Ah.
nice pickup by Outlaw. I agree. ATM, you had to go for it. I like the sizing you chose to. It's gonna put a jack in a tough spot. It's gonna put kings, even aces, in a tough spot. So good try. The good old Texas try.
Both of you guys in there heads up.
Ace king though feels real bad seeing the result of that hand. You know you had a stranglehold on the hand. Pre-flop.
Tight over there? Yeah, just the shape of it. Weird tight.
Weird shape.
What shape are we talking about?
The champion's table, the football shape.
Oh yeah.
I don't like those. I don't like the weird
It's awkward. It's
shape
awkward,
table.
especially if you're on the
There's
edge.
different poker table shapes they're talking about. Ours are
Pretty sure he's this
generic.
one. Yeah.
It's pretty uniform. It's just a nice oval. It's flat throughout the center, and then rounded on the ends.
Well, shit, you are heads up now.
Perfectly fine, perfectly normal. Yes, at the ends of the tables, you're kind of far away from the flop, but it's nice uniform. It looks good.
Icy.
When they start doing the weird shapes, I think it gets a little out of control. The one that looks like a pinto bean or whatever or lima bean, that's too much.
I gave him money too.
That was the money I gave you.
Mo gonna 3-bet this. Nope, just makes the call. Gonna play some poker versus Outlaw.
That's what she said.
Tommy's still with a nit button. I can feel the frustration setting in.
Don't do Outlaw.
Kamish though, picking up tens, gonna squeeze it, going up.
I think that's like, what's the most fun about sweating it is because you're like, oh, let's see if I can get defense.
Yeah, better than defense.
Yeah.
You're my guy. My man, dude.
It's some mighty big defense the commissioner's playing for.
Ace three diamonds. Same one.
Mighty big defense.
He had a set, Tim. He had a set.
Papa said he turned his straight.
That was a collision. Isaac couldn't have avoided that. I would have lost all my money in Isaac's spot.
Raised on the flop, and then he continued, as he should, and then
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta think ace-8 or eights there. Right.
It's the only one.
You could have 9-8 suited.
I'm doing that all the time.
Don't lose the net. One more time. Try one more time. I mean, 8-7 suited.
Tish with jacks. Tommy now gonna 4-bet the king queen suited. RJ, I know all of y'all love to see me lose my money, and I love to see it too. It's gonna be a little bit. I'm the primary commentator. I played with the guys yesterday in the floor game. Lost a a cool 3 buy-ins, you know, another Wednesday. Not a great day for me, but I'll rotate myself back into the action on the stream once we can get another commentator in here by themselves. I'll be glad to make my return. I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's been a while, I think, since y'all seen me on stream.
Yeah, I heard.
December, so was it 3 or 4 months probably? Wow, that's really long.
One day he write it up, and then he gave it on back. He pays the bills.
Carmen was telling me.
Tommy picks it up, wins the, gets rid of his nib button.
Flop now.
I love playing with this group.
Sorry, Mo, I can't
This is
send you that one.
one of the best parts about this game is the people. Everybody's so friendly. The conversation's great. Everyone's having a fun time. Even when I lose,
Similar tie though.
it's still a fun time. Well, I mean, it's not fun losing ridiculously large amounts of money, but
I saw Ty about 3 weeks ago.
still fun.
You got
Still fun playing. Love playing.
When he's stuck, he gets like that.
You play this Monday?
Who's running it?
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, he doesn't send me a text. I would come play.
Just shoot him a text, remind him.
I heard y'all got 2 games the other day.
Well, it's really 2 weeks ago we had 2 tables, and this past week they couldn't get the game on. So it's like
I'll play.
I'm gonna be busy too.
It's splash pot time.
You might see me dealing a couple out there. I deal a couple nights a week now.
Don't remind them.
But with the tournament series coming up,
Otherwise you have to re-ante to 200.
I'll be dealing to some of y'all.
No reminder.
It'll be nice to me.
You buy?
I didn't know that.
I'll try and be nice to you. I deal with Thunder.
I had a rule like 20 minutes ago and don't tell nobody.
This is the splash pot. Tommy, now waking up with some cards. The commissioner gonna call. Isaac gonna call.
Everybody's butt cheeks. Everybody's butt cheeks are clenched right now. They're like, please, just call.
This is right. Everybody
Nah, it's crap.
open just for calls.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Hey, everybody clap.
Very. This is the second time this has happened.
Yeah, let's
That's what you. That's what you.
360.
Yeah, this is the second time this has happened where they've linked for the
Very quick.
splash pot.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what people have since everybody's in the hand.
360.
I'm more free cards.
Let's check that math again.
I believe it checked through.
380.
Or nine-handed.
Nine-handed.
Okay.
Two queens are going to go to battle. I don't think anyone else can really stick around.
It's always, always.
He just gets chosen, man. He gets chosen by the deck.
Chosen?
Sometimes the deck does choose you. Some nights you're chosen, you're destined to lose. Some nights you're destined to win. Regardless of how you play your cards, just the way the cards fly.
My man.
It's unfortunate,
Thank you.
but that's poker.
Yes.
I would prefer if the deck chose me in bomb pots like this. Or not bomb pots, splash pots like this, but this will probably get to showdown. Queen 6, good enough for showdown. I don't think there's a lot of value. He's going to limp a lot of queen 10, queen jack. Those aren't folding. Take our showdown. Caleb, real excited about that. 6 plays.
Like a finish rate.
Oh my god! You bet 75 and 380. I thought you were betting 9.
Unbelievable.
If he thought he was betting a 9, he could have gone for value.
No.
I don't think you go for value on the Diamond River, though. You could turn your hand into a bluff and try and get queen 10 or queen jack to fold. But that's... I don't know. If Levi's ever check raising there, that's...
Good, good.
Nobody can stop this.
His stack size is perfect for it, so...
Good try.
What is it called?
A little bit.
We just came back out. Okay, good, good, good. Sounds good.
Catman walking in and out of the... Busy man today.
It's possible.
Off stream. That is a problem. When you're, I feel that problem too. When I'm in the middle of a Nick game, but I have to use the bathroom, but you can't use the bathroom. It feels so bad. If everybody's still in and it just started, 9-handed, you can go to the bathroom. But when there's 3, 4 buttons left, 2, 3 buttons left, oh,
We heard everything, Duke. We heard everything.
no one has messed that up yet.
You have to deliver the baby.
Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Dude, the commissioners, last stream, this man says, "Oh, I have to go deliver a baby. I'll be right back."
Who won it? Outlaw?
That's wild.
Outlaw won slash.
Outlaw obviously winning.
Dude, I feel like I'm gonna forget to show it in splash. That's gonna be embarrassing.
Excuse me 1 second. Speaking of bathroom, I'll be right back.
I have no idea. Depends on the stream.
So after our launch on Saturday, we can grab a cap. After the launch on Saturday,
Grab a what?
grab that hat.
Oh yeah. Hit you with cowboy hat.
Thank you, bro.
I think you
Special delivery.
You
No
need
one
one
needs a
too.
hat shirt.
I need a cowboy hat too.
Yeah, you need one too. We just take different colors.
Dish, are you from Texas?
Nope. Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Minneapolis area? Or?
Yeah, like around there. Stillwater, technically, but I just kind of say. Okay, everybody's knocking on
Yeah, where are they?
and
The hand of the day. GTO.
Yeah, I had King 5 even dominated.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Some dim sum?
what did he make today? Like a wing,
Fried rice, wing, shumai, and
Oh, okay.
I'll with you, man.
Where do you guys get it from?
Yeah, Colin, he has like a restaurant.
Alright, we did a little bit for our work. Maybe later.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm about to get one myself.
Back to the action.
No, I already he's mixing it up.
Wake up to jacks for Tish. Nice check by Tish, inducing Levi.
what's the shrimp dumpling called?
Shumai.
We call it, ha gao in Cantonese. Ha gao, siu mai.
Teaching ATM Cantonese.
I miss my dim sum in Hong Kong. It is so great.
You try it here?
No.
Compared to
You don't want to be disappointed?
Yeah.
way too far.
Yeah, the
Nice
difference is.
It's edible, but there's no choice.
I don't think I've ever learned a foreign language at a poker table. I'm not saying I wouldn't be down.
Yeah. Yeah, the shot.
Just never,
They're like,
never done it.
the grandpa do it, the father do it, and the son will continue the legacy. Wow. It's a family business.
MF with King 10. Levi 3-betting right away with 2 queens.
Oh yeah.
Coming after.
Every
Every
orbit.
time I bet 30,
Trying to do something about it.
Punishing MF. That's what they're doing.
If you
Alright.
continue folding, he'll continue 3-betting.
I got to trust him one
Oh,
time.
my bad.
Yeah,
Alright, now that we're all back, shall we start another Nick game? Or do we need to eat first?
We can start. What's in? We can start, yeah.
Players taking a break to eat.
Eat.
Same thing as last time. Everybody eating in synchronization.
850. The guy selling it.
Ooh, that was a good pitch.
15 bucks if you ordered it.
If I eat, I always have it.
What a good fold on a flop. I wish I could 20.
Yeah. I feel like I should have.
20?
I feel like I should have check raised.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you.
What do y'all think? Are y'all afraid of poker players who play while they're eating? Because I am.
Horrible. It's a great call.
I feel like eating is one of those things where people are less likely to be bluffing you.
Nothing to do on the turn. You can bet again.
Yeah, That's a pretty bad joke.
Wow.
Partially.
Yeah, 3-bet this.
Oh my god, MF. You MF.
Oh, you found a way.
Wow, Mo did it twice.
Mo calling with aces MF. No, Mo 3-betting. These players are gonna battle. Nines versus aces. See if aces can hold it this time. They did not hold it the first time.
I'm committed. Can't lose your big game, bud, if you don't call.
Exactly.
They will not. Nines with a set. Mo in dire,
After the stream, it's like, man,
dire
I'm
trouble.
15%. Usually I'm in the 90s.
Mo gonna bet here. Really targeting ace king, king queen. It's gonna be hard for MF not to get everything. See how he wants to play? He's just gonna call. He wants to raise.
Ooh, you know what would have been spicy? Sometimes.
That was delicious.
Does just call. There's 1,000 in the middle. MF has 1,000 behind.
That one chicken wing.
That's a clean turn for both players.
It's perfect.
See how Mo wants to do this, especially since a new game has started. This is fireworks. Mo checks. See what MF wants to bet. He's gonna bet here when check 2. Just moves all in. It's a pot size bet. Mo's gonna ask for a count. Oh, Mo calls. Mo looking for one of the last 2 aces in the deck. MF with another set. Set holds up.
Ace king.
Mo definitely has pocket tens here.
Sixes? Prove it.
That's disgusting.
Upside down.
MF has gotten 2. It happened before. MF has gotten 2 full double ups with sets. Flop sets.
He said you don't play that. You don't play
2 full double ups with flop sets through Mo. Mo is feeling it tonight. It's not going well so far. MF
Set master.
set master indeed tonight. Sometimes it's that easy.
See what, $30 and then cutting it.
MF trying to get rid of his nip bud. Mo played that well. Can't do anything about it. The cards fell the way they fell. It's a cooler. That's some big coolers tonight.
Oh, from me? So now we're even? Okay, thank you. Now we're good.
200 is dangerous.
Now we're good, MF. It's pretty sick.
Why it's always a set?
It's pretty sick.
So sick.
Mo's asking why is it always a set? It is disgusting. Why is it always a set?
He said 10 you're good, and he goes, ace king, ace
Every time it's like that.
king. You got a green one on the bottom.
MF's been doing some interesting rub-ins lately.
Wow.
Some sick rub-ins.
Today, 3 set reviews.
I'll jam 3 next time.
Yeah.
Just in case.
3 times I did it face him. 3 sets against him, sorry. But you, well, it's just natural. I don't have many
And
sets.
it's like 1, 2, 3. Remember, I hit a set of sixes, nines,
Yeah,
and what else?
and I throw away the.
That's all you need to do to make money in poker players. Make a set. Have someone else have an overpair with SBR of 1-1. That's it. Isaac with kings now. Opening under the gun. No one with much of anything. Oh, Tommy with the other 2 kings. Ooh, this is gonna get interesting real quickly.
What do you have? Of course, not pocket king, right? 18 or 3 king.
Tommy 3-betting. This is pretty strong. See how Isaac wants to play. He doesn't have a whole lot behind.
I can't tell you what I know. If I can tell you, I will tell you. No.
I don't think Isaac would believe him if he told him. Isaac makes it 6:50 to go. And due to the stack sizes, I think there's only one thing that's going to happen. I think these stacks are just going to get in the middle.
You're still from 2K, right?
Yeah, this hand started with like 18, a little over 18.
And if Tommy jams,
I'm gonna throw your smoothie king away.
it's going to be an interesting spot. See if, I mean, Isaac is not folding. See, let's see, this is so strong. Does Tommy just call? Does Tommy jam? Yeah, the stacks are so short.
Twice? Two full.
They're gonna go 2 full boards. Looking to flush each other.
Let's just do it one.
Okay, one side.
They're just gonna go once.
I mean, otherwise it's like why waste.
No one's folding kings, RJ.
Let's go black, all the way, all the way.
Oh, black gets a sweat.
There you go.
It's a sweat.
Please.
Club for the sweat.
Love for the sweat. Oh, no sweat. Everybody loves a good sweat.
Sorry, Isaac.
King on the flop would not be good. Not be good for us. King hit the flop. We might have to pause production for a little bit. Check some things. But I promise y'all, no king will come on the flop. These decks were set and checked. Extra carefully.
Could be collusive, yeah, it could be collusive. If somebody else is in the hand.
I wish I'd have an ace king.
In chat, how many times have y'all free rolled?
More fun.
Yeah.
And aces versus aces or kings versus kings and won? Or has it never happened to you? It's happened to me before. I've been free rolled.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
I've been free rolled a handful of times, aces versus aces. I
Remember.
haven't lost yet,
Cheer.
but I have been free rolled where there was a sweat.
That's gonna be planned in Isaac.
The last 2 times, aces versus aces, they flopped 3 or a monotone board of their suit,
Yeah, I guess so.
and I had to
You and me against
aid the
world.
deck to chop.
Isaac and MF battling against them.
Best friends forever.
That'd be an interesting friend duo right there.
Isaac and MF, best friend duo. It's an interesting one. Isaac gonna complete the straddle.
I'm the only one who has one of Nick button.
Oh, sorry.
King high, the best hand, best draw. New Nick game. That's not bad.
What a flop.
I've never won any of them. I don't think I've. Actually, there was one I would have lost, aces versus aces, but it was at a home game with some friends, and we decided to, instead of running out the board, since it's supposed to be just a chop, we just chop the pot. And for fun, our friend who was dealing decided to put it out, and I would have been scooped. My friend very not happy with that. ATM gonna 3-bet Levi. Ace jack suited. Going up.
ATM, you don't have Nick button, what do you do?
Gotta get everyone out of the pot. Isaac with 3s now. Would have been pretty sick 4-bet. You never know what people are doing. Levi gonna defend this. He does have a nip button. Decides not to.
To punish the nits.
Please punish us, ATM. Punish all of us.
What we got through?
A 4-bet would have gotten through. A 4-bet all in would have gotten through. A 4-bet would have gotten called. A 4-bet all in would have gotten through.
Yeah, if you're calling like 350, you're calling.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought you had some black.
Mo with ducks. I'm gonna bump it up. I think it's a $20 straddle on. The $20 straddle on has been on a lot actually tonight. Tommy looking a little 9-7 suited action. I fold it. Commissioners had some big hands tonight. Now he's waking up with queens. Price of poker's going up. Make it 200. MF gonna have to fold his king 9 suited. Mo stuck like a duck with the ducks. Gonna call, try and flop a set. See if you can flop a, do the rotation, flop a set on someone else. And he does. Overpair is not holding up today. Beautiful flop for the commissioner in his mind. Such a disguised set for Mo. Mo gonna proceed most likely here with just a call. Don't want to let him off the hook if he has ace king, ace queen high. Those overpairs are obviously gonna keep betting. Does. Oh, it looks like Mo is going directly for the raise. Would Mo do this with ace jack, king jack? That's what the commissioner is thinking about.
Thank you. Wish I had a pen here. I can draw it.
Commissioner thinks he would and goes all in. Mo going nowhere with the set.
I like red frogs.
They're gonna go twice. Commissioner looking for a queen. Mo's finally flopped a set. He knows what it feels like to.
Do you like it? You can
See if sets can hold up.
With a screen? No.
You want to squeak it?
I'm surprised. I'm just as surprised as you, RJ. To see a raise.
In the hole, and you got to do it a little harder, like this.
Clean run out for the Ducks on the first board. Ducks are defeating Duke.
Now I like it.
I'm surprised Duke played it as a raise, as a jam too. It's very surprising. I thought he would have called and played turns, but in both of these runouts, I think Duke would have given him everything. After running into sets of MFs, Mo gets a little bit of run good and runs his set into an overpair. Commission on the receiving end of that.
It's been a few weeks for me not hitting a set, so probably tonight.
Few weeks for you?
Few weeks already.
Well, I hope it's not against me.
I hope the game's
Hard to make a set. These players making it look easy.
yeah, of course. Is that
Everybody targeting Outlaw. Public enemy number 1. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of know why. But. It's hard to make a set. We were having a discussion yesterday if you would rather flop a set or turn a set. My answer is obviously I'd rather turn a set. Much more disguised, much more deceiving. Although yesterday I turned a set and got stacked.
Yeah, that's my fault. I didn't have the
There's that.
there is no flush draw.
It was dry AF. Man. Dry AF.
But yeah, I still want sets.
Yeah, that's true.
Sets are good.
I know.
If you're not winning or losing lots of money with sets,
If you're winning, you have to
you should
stay.
be playing more aggressively. Sets are very strong hands.
Want to win the
Your
hand,
bedtime goes to 9 o'clock.
and then one hand you got it all away. Then you
Very hidden.
Nice.
I'm here tomorrow again. Don't worry, 2 o'clock.
Mo, $20 round. Oh, Tommy now with aces. Let's see if his aces can hold up. Aces have been defeated twice. See if the trend will continue. Outlaw just folds queen 10 suited, ATM folds 7-5 suited. Mo gonna muck it. Aces take it down.
I will. I will give it to you.
Finally hold up, but only hold up because
I
there
don't
was no
need your
board.
boot camp. I just need my aces.
You don't need your boot camp. I mean, aces is good enough.
It's better than the boot camp. I thought you were going to send mine again.
I was gonna heat check.
Heat check.
Heat checks, I like that word.
He checks real.
Like Curry playing
Sometimes
If I win last hand,
I'm not
any two.
superstitious. Made a good point the other day, just a little stitious.
How
But-
wide was he?
Sometimes
Thank you very much.
a spot at the table can't lose.
When you're calling any pocket pair.
They just, no matter what cards they play, no matter what happens, they can't lose. That's when you do the heat check. Won 5 hands in a row. Let's heat check the 6-1.
God, please don't
Why
do
not?
that to me, Tommy. Please don't.
Nah, my target's there.
Outlaw.
Oh,
I'm targeting you.
I'll check again.
Mo gonna
And
open the
Mo
king 10 suited.
This is a real one.
and Mo. He's deep now.
Commish gonna 3-bet. Suited wheel ace. I think these two are gonna battle. Two aces dead though. Not good. Not good at all.
Round 2. Fight.
Wheel ace flops pretty good. Best hand.
That would be
Button's good.
That's small. Takes it down.
easy.
Sometimes it's easy.
Better than 0.
ICM.
Heat check fails.
No more heat check.
No
I did twice.
Can't get used to there.
Pitch with the suited. Man, the wheel aces have been flying. 2 limps. I'm very surprised to see this. Tish might have some devious plans. ATM gonna limp. I think Mo gonna check most of everything in straddle here, except for big hands.
Oh shit. Give me my cards back. $10.
Over pair. Middle pair, wheel draw.
Alright, good luck.
Delivery again.
Safe delivery.
Goodbye to the commissioner. Always pleasure to have him on stream.
You were tapping the table for him. I checked the
I hope we can get him back sometime soon. See if we can get a new player in for y'all. Tommy bet $20. Tish has enough hand to do different things if he wants to raise.
I think overlaying would have pretty strong.
Okay, I won't forget the show.
On a flush turn.
You heard that, so I can have it.
Yeah.
Tell me by now.
Tommy now with a heart draw. I'm just gonna check it back. Queen-ish run out for 2/8. See if Tish wants to bluff at this. He does. He knows his 3 is no good. Big bet. Tommy with a heart in his hand could find this call. Tish really only repping a flush. We block a lot of the ones he would limp with. I think we can exclude ace king, ace queen, ace jack, ace 10 of hearts, king queen of hearts, queen jack. Maybe not all of them. Certainly some of them. As far as the one pair of hands we get to showdown with, or we get to the river with, I think this, if we're gonna call an overbet, this is a good candidate. But decides against it. Tish shows the bluff. He gets rid of his nip button. It's a good bluff. It's interesting because both players have, having limped pre-flop, have pretty capped ranges. Tommy, as the aggressor on the flop, does have more non-flush hands. Sets, 2-pair, straights.
Maybe. There could have been somebody else.
But they both could have about the same range of overpairs. And as the hand is
I
played,
mean, either way, they can't.
I think Tish's range probably consists of more flushes, so it's good on him realizing what hands he should have there and taking advantage of it. Tish, great player.
They might. Yeah.
The last hand of this dealer shift. Outlaw, king 9 suited, gonna 3-bet it on the button. Got a nip button. Levi really lighting the cutoff, trying to get some to work. Don't mind it. Probably too light to defend, but with the nip button, you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna knock you. You want to defend it, you can defend it.
Should I ask him to come?
Top pair for Levi. We don't defend the 10-8 to fold when we flop top pair, so this is going to be bet called. I believe Outlaw's got some devious intentions for this hand, though. If an 8 peels off, Levi making 2-pair in the straight draw, I think chips are going to fly in. Clean turn for Levi. No flush, no straight. Well, 6-4 comes in, but if Outlaw has the 6-4, then he's probably going to get our money.
How much is it? 800?
No shot. No shot.
Are you that?
King is probably good.
All right.
I don't know.
I'll take one.
Yeah, king is probably good. Yeah.
Just one session.
Yeah, Outlaw got caught.
It looks like Outlaw has jammed and Levi's called.
Ethan.
Ace on the river is not what he needs.
Oh,
King
nice.
was good. King was good.
Outlaw Slayer.
Whose fortune cookies are these? Anyone's?
I think those are yours. Are those yours?
Oh yeah, but yeah, just said it. Enjoy.
Yeah?
Enjoy.
You got to give it to me though. I can't pick my own fortune.
You mean like he has to feed it to you?
It's bad luck.
He has to
Really?
feed it to you?
Yeah, you want to give it to me, Jay? Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. a good sign.
Are you waiting for the game to be over? Or you wanna get a bite?
Oh no.
That's not a good sign, Jay. What did you do, Jay?
Yeah,
That's like
like, I must get it right away.
I don't even want to try the other one.
Get a dealer change in. For those of y'all that aren't aware, we got the Trailblazer Poker Tour coming in next week,
Give a fuck, dude.
starting with a 1-day
If I were RJ, I probably wouldn't give a
75K
fuck
guaranteed
either.
for $400.
25.80.
Michael, I don't think he called it. I think he shoved it. Pretty sure he shoved it. Shove makes sense. Just trying to fold out a 10. Didn't work.
Dude, heads up.
Yeah, it's just me and Kevin.
I just tried, so that's it.
People do weird stuff though, but I don't think it went lead jam call. I think it went check. Caleb shoved and Levi called. Hey Rebel, how you doing?
You gotta give him like a block, like a reserve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Isaac 8-7 suited.
Defense system.
Build a fortress around those chips. Wait, is that a bet? Is that a bet?
Yeah.
ATM with Duck's gonna see a flop.
I like that.
Mo, little 5-4 suited. No problem, Michael. Good, good, good. Another great day here at Texas Card House Houston. 5-4 flops best. Yeah, sometimes with the camera work and the way that Action Tracker works, it looks like they put it as an all-in, but when it's an all-in or call, sometimes it's easier to get it programmed the other way around. Also, sometimes people's chips beat your chips to the pot. You really don't want that to happen. So,
Poker.
Outlaw could have very easily said all-in, and then before his chips hit the pot, was snap called by Levi. And now we have another familiar face joining the stream.
James coming.
Ethan coming back.
River Jam coming.
I can't even get double this hand.
You can get it in the splash bot.
Not even.
I mean,
No, you're correct. You're
I'm not gonna stop you, but
Unless you anti another splash.
Unless you guys are.
yeah, dude, what's it called? Win this.
No.
One more in.
The guy who's sitting in CD, there was like 5 people in the but unless it was 400 total. Normally you just split it at the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
This guy was like, I want to play big pot. What if we each put in 400? I'm like,
Rebel, I do not know that answer yet. Hopefully I do get a chance to play some. But right now, my plans are up in the air. If I go, I don't know what tournaments I would play in. We'll see if tournaments turn me off, or I'm gonna play in some of the Trailblazer stuff, and tournaments see if those tournaments turn me off of tournaments.
You came here to gamble, man.
I think I'm priced. Like, literally, anytime if you have like $2 invested in the middle, like, even if I raise like 500, you're like, oh, I think I'm the right price. You literally call it,
ATM repping that top pair. Tommy floating flop turns a set. Now ATM blocking the straight. See if he wants to keep barreling. He can rip the straight now. Certainly could bet Jack 10 on the flop and would very much so continue to bet Jack 10. Just going to take his equity. Looking for an ace or a 10. See if Tommy can get any value. ATM's going to check back a lot of one pair hands that are going to that could go for value again. Ace Queen is one of those hands. King Queen. Tommy looking to put in the check raise. I don't think ATM ever checks back Jack 10. That'd be an insanely weird check back.
Oh, takes up. There you go, set.
I'm very glad I did not get in.
Head down.
Oh shit!
Shit.
I'm glad the
It is.
ace again. Ace are hot.
All right, let's give Ethan a warm welcome and run it back.
Ethan, just so you know, on the splash tops, you have to show.
Okay.
No one's gonna remind you. If you don't show, you put the 200 back. You win it.
Pass the out again.
If you don't show on the splash top, the 200.
With it coming in.
If it don't show.
Wait.
Oh no, Ethan. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait.
We just started.
For those of y'all that don't know, they've updated how they're playing it. Now, if you win the splash pot, you have to show your hand, and if you don't show your hand when you win the splash pot, throw that 200 back there.
Let's just wait.
The
Let's
next
just
hand,
wait.
which I like.
Probably easier. Let's just wait like a couple hands. Here, Jay. Give me those.
Hey, I mean, I can put in the 10 again, and then he's gonna leave soon, so I don't want us to not be playing another big game.
I know. I think technically since it's 2 5 10 games, you don't commit to like the last line. It's like same thing for the all line, but it's just one of the
Gotcha. I got you. So
No,
your turn.
dude, for the splash pot, what we did like last night was way better. We're like in the splash pot, if someone wants to see your hand, they can request for you to turn over your hand.
That's what Duke was saying.
Yeah, but
Duke's the one that told us to do it. But,
But if you muck your card, you'd still be able to keep it. I think that's stupid.
well, welcome to the game.
All right, thank you.
Ethan trying to argue that he shouldn't have to show his hand with the splash pot.
Unforgettable, you can always leave.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You will get laughed at.
Ethan's all raising. ATM with sevens.
$200 and
Instantly worse than $200 on the dollar.
Yes, it is.
as you put in that $200.
Tommy with aces again. Let's see if aces can hold up again for him. Make it 200. Oh, it's going really large. 225. I like it. Ace 10 in the muck for MF. Jack 10 in the muck. ATM in position. Good peel. Does decide to peel. See if aces can hold up. Aces, not a good track record on the stream, seeing flops. This time, aces fade a set. See if ATM not gonna have kings a lot. I like this check. He's not gonna have king queen suited very often. His strong hands are gonna be 9s and 5s, king queen suited. So we're not gonna get 3 streets versus all of his pairs. If he's got 7s here, he's got a ton of pairs. Deuces all the way through, 9s probably. Rebel Poker, Ethan just replaced someone who had a losing session. So that's where that money came from. Not wrong. Just the person who lost the money is not there.
Yeah, because Marcus never has better hand.
I think ace might be the best hand Mark never has there. Maybe not.
Yeah, exactly. Like ace queen, ace jack maybe. I was gonna call him.
You were gonna
Yeah.
call Mark? Yeah, I figured. He's just always
Oh,
fucking
Duke.
around.
Duke's good. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it was just funny, like, he told you that he
that
was gonna
black,
remind you about it for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
I feel like my face was red in the next hour. Kept saying it.
Yeah, I would want
Just let him say it.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, of course. Like, yes, please.
Can you have green on
Yeah, you got it all.
15K?
Levi, the $10 straddle. Outlaw. King 10, see what he wants to do. Folds. Mo gonna open up. Oh, Outlaw has the 20 on. Mo opens up. Outlaw gonna defend for sure.
You just never figure out what he has besides his head in that one hand where he jammed, right? He didn't know those cards?
No, he just showed the jack, right? The last hand that he played.
Seven's still the best hand, but Outlaw's got some equity. See if Mo wants to turn his hand into a bluff with a nice C-bet. Doesn't.
How did you
Decides
call
to
it
check it
with
back.
nines on the flop?
Seven's
Ripping it.
still way out in front.
I really want to.
Outlaw gonna try and take a showdown value. King High's actually got a little bit of showdown value. I think Mo would stab here pretty frequently with a lot of hands, but King High is not good enough to continue. That would imply that we're always going to get paid, and I don't think we're always going to get paid.
You gotta get in there though. You can't just tell me about all the folding hands. Get in there. Battle.
You got the chips to battle now.
With the combo.
You gotta use them. I know, it's almost your bedtime.
500 something.
I gave it to him.
I
I gave it to him. He gave it to him.
I was asking about that the other day, Rebel, about the additional stops. We still don't know. Still trying to find that out for you.
That's the ally. I didn't.
That's a I can't call
Really nice
all
play.
the top there. I gotta just call, like, it's not having a decision.
Yeah.
I didn't call today off.
It's like the pot is 25.
Right.
And then you got 15.
Yeah, for sure. Or like a second.
Very uncomfortable.
Very nice move.
Isaac with 2 6s on the button. Not folding. Gonna raise it.
MF.
I hope there are more stops for you, Rebel.
About 10, 20 minutes.
Okay.
You want to
Maybe circle back around through Dallas, Austin, Houston one more time.
But he won it.
Looks like the $20 straddle is going to be on quite often
Being in
now.
for a Nick game.
Outlaw going to call ATM suited. Going to call flops bottom 2 pair.
just one down.
Isaac going to check back his 6s. Oh, he's going to go for a little bit of equity denial. Pretty thin versus 2 players. Wouldn't mind this heads up.
No, your bedtime is what, like 9 o'clock?
Outlaw deciding what he wants to do. Folds. See how ATM wants to play versus this small bet. Gonna go with a raise.
You make it 8:30 is already.
I don't think 6s is good enough to continue. We're just in bad shape versus a lot of stuff.
You wanted to, huh? I felt it. I felt you wanted to.
I did. Diamond and 9.
Outlaw trying to get real creative. Thinking about getting way too creative. Well, with a 9 of diamonds in his hand.
Yeah.
Never really stopped him before, but stopped him this time. Or something stopped him
You're
this
the
time.
master, the set master.
You what? Oh, so you hit it back?
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the way to do it. Everybody's feeling for you on the stream, but now,
How solid you
yeah.
Isaac gonna go at it again. This time with King 10. I don't think so. I don't think Isaac has been on the Rio Grande Valley stream.
all the money for play.
I could be wrong, but last I've talked to him, I don't think he's ever been down there. I'll have to ask him at some point in time. ATM gonna come in with a 3-bet with 2 queens. Queen's not faring well either.
ATM.
MF getting
All with open hand.
the set master title for the stream. See if he wants to try and flop a set. Says no.
pull my pocket eight.
Ah, 7-4.
Yeah.
Queens get it through.
I don't know. I don't know whether he's.
Miyagi went over and asked him, and he didn't come up. Are you talking about the guy who's in the white shirt who's playing over there? I don't know. Miyagi.
Well, I'm leaving for you anyway. You still got a three. Folding for your pocket eight.
Eights are hot. Why would you pull fucking eights?
I'm surprised MF folded too. He's been hitting sets like hotcakes.
Yeah, you gotta go home.
Sometimes you just know you're gonna flop a set.
There's no way he had pocket eights. He would have made it like 200.
Tim really likes it. Little stack.
Yeah.
Heads up, you get different people.
Yeah, that's why we need to play the
Tim,
big
do you like little stacks?
Little what?
Little stacks. Like this.
I haven't. That's not what I heard Tish say, but
Look at that. We need a Nick game.
I got a little bet for.
gotta start a new Nick game. It seems.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I got robbed. I think he like won a little bit at the beginning and then like lost a bunch of
Flop set twice.
robbery.
Three times.
Sometimes you just-
Such a damn.
Oh, that's not. Isaac's not a commentator. This Isaac's not a commentator.
Overpair.
They're different people.
Sick.
Overpair does aces.
I know. King of
Love.
You fought 2 sets against overpairs?
Oh.
You got paid?
Yeah.
Everything.
I got paid.
Double up.
More paying. More paying twice.
It's one thing to flop a set, but yeah, flopping 2 sets and getting paid is
Such a nice guy.
something else. Tish gonna 3-bet the ace 10 suited. I like it. See if Isaac's in the mood to gamble. A little 6-4 suited action. If Isaac calls, Mo's gonna be very incentivized to call. Does Isaac want to gamble? Does not.
And I like his track on that.
I was gonna call.
King
And I
Jack.
talked to MF.
You can play them much on a turn.
Only 1 6 left in the day.
I like it so much.
Showed you, Jack.
6s was the best hand.
Again?
All set 90. Failed twice.
I'm surprised. Sometimes you just want to gamble.
So it works pretty well. You think take it back?
Call it when you can hit it. You don't call it when you don't hit it. With 3 people, then you know, it's worth it.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
That was painful.
That was painful.
Hard flop sets.
Hard to flop sets and get paid, man.
And get paid.
MF now with Ace King.
I don't think someone flop set getting paid since 18 months paid.
I shall return.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he comes in and he's like,
Nice.
Easy game.
ATM floating with the 8 high. Oh no, it folds. MF takes it down with Ace King high. Easy. Easy.
They replaced him with that guy. It was probably close to him. With action.
we were asking him like what's the ace number. He's like, oh, it's this side. I thought it went 2 games trading this.
Oh shit. Very interesting.
Yeah.
ATM gonna 3-bet the ace-10 versus Levi. Levi opening, albeit he's been card dead, opening pretty light. Does walk into it.
When you don't play the
Ace-9. Not gonna do it. Been a lot of action. Lots of big hands colliding.
He's a field player, man.
Ty?
He's a field player.
I don't know who that is.
He used to run the 5, 10, 20 Monday Night Champions. And now he's PlayStation.
Watching me, people go around the ball, not the people go there. That's what you do. Better run to your mouth, people that work it on
Ethan 9-7 suited gonna bump it up or call.
He swiped it.
Gonna call. Isaac gonna defend the queen 6. Tish opening very light on the button. Flops best. Gonna be best pretty often. Checks it back. 9-7 now with a weird double gutter. Ethan could lead this. Tish gonna peel with his pair. Good run out for the 5. See if Ethan would bet an 8 or a jack again. Tish really representing a hand like he has. Weak pair, ace high. He could, if he has a 5 though, he could have a 3 some of the time. Ethan gonna bet pot. Saying he has a jack, a good 8. Or a bluff, maybe. And he does have a bluff. Tish makes the call. Did not get through. Tish picks one off.
It's stream, man. It's stream. I gotta play hands. I'm here to play hands, dude.
Yeah. No, I took it off on the table out there.
Smoothie
I
King,
caught it.
dude. Smoothie King.
Smoothie King? What's
Oh, like to grab some fast smoothie in town.
I mean, it's not.
I don't know.
It's like a chain. Yeah.
Oh, it's a chain. Okay.
Yeah. They're all over the US already. They're not great, but you're not gonna hate it. Probably.
Smoothie King.
Smoothie King's okay. I used to drink it a lot.
Had Smoothie King.
There's some inconsistencies with some locations.
Compared to like,
So I ended up going to the same location. Same like 1 or 2 locations every time.
so it's like, the ingredients aren't bad.
Yeah.
Protein shakes after workouts make good stuff.
Spicy boy.
Club's going to battle.
Make that easily.
Yeah.
These two are certainly going to battle.
Maybe buy some more protein powder.
So Isaac want to gamble with 2 4s? He does. Makes the call.
Come join us next time. Come on. For the vlog.
You ever had BPM?
Outlaw going to come along for sure.
No. Yeah.
Very nutrition. He makes them out of Austin.
What is it called?
BPN.
VPN?
4s flop, bottom full house.
He's from Austin.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Hammer lock on the hand from Isaac.
I think so. I mean, I get them online on the website.
No one flops much of anything.
Friday should be check it out.
Two dragons?
How much is that gonna run me in Hong Kong?
Sorry?
How much is that gonna?
Yeah, but he's been
Like,
Isaac was just wins a small one.
Gotcha.
$300?
he's not like your stereotypical.
But with pants.
Right.
Yeah. It's just
A
sad.
fitness YouTuber.
But I don't want to wear that fancy, so.
Yeah.
I've been following him like since he started.
What kind of material is it? Oh, it's like a velvet.
Now he has like
Velvet, I think that's what it is.
massive warehouse.
What's the guy's name?
I'm so bad.
Usually, I wouldn't have it.
But he has a whole like
You
athletics
have the money to buy some more
that
jackass.
sponsors
It always feels real bad to flop a hand that big and not get any action. That's a big hand to flop.
Dude, I hit
3 ways. Super disguised.
off my pico.
No one has an overpair. Feels bad. That's, I mean, that's one of the problems the players were discussing earlier is that
Oh, that's why.
even when you flop a set, sometimes you just don't get any action because no one has anything.
It's a pico, it's like a button down coat.
ATM opening up Jack 10 suited Tommy and a 3-bet 2 10s.
You know what they are. It's like Tim has a pico. He is a long pico.
I will say, this jacket is perfect right now, so I'm walking outside, just keep ears and the backboard, and just do the full. Keep the face for him, it's not the rest of the board.
Middle pair and middle set.
Ethan,
Pace
if you
10.
play tournaments a lot, please don't do that.
Do it.
Please represent us well.
Chips could go in the middle here.
Is this a meme?
Yeah.
He bet for half pot.
It's on the message.
Because I know the picture.
The one on champion?
Yes, where it's like you with your sunglasses. That's
I
specific.
got sunglasses on.
That's
Open-ended now.
specifically the one that I'm referring
I
to.
got sunglasses on.
Oh well.
If you wear sunglasses, there's no face on it.
I was pretty turned up in that picture. What do we represent us?
Tommy's still gonna be betting.
Represent Team Houston by being like fun and cool and like, you know,
I'll let Viet do all the fun and cool stuff. I'll let him
Viet's pretty fun and cool. What do you think, Caleb?
See if you can get any more value. Depends on sizing.
Tournament teams are serious. After everyone does though, like,
I always put, especially if I'm deep, like my base close a jacket or wrap a jacket around my neck like a scarf.
yeah. It's just a tournament thing. I don't know.
Tommy
I'm doing
Ready?
that too, but
75% pot. It seems picked up enough of a draw that he might want to continue.
Tournaments, everyone's doing it, so.
Tournaments, it's like, yeah, you see that more. Cash, it's like, what are we doing here?
Just enough to call.
That kind of vibe, man.
And he gets there. Runners a straight. Tommy is gonna have a hard time finding a hand he can get value from. Will he end up value owning himself? That's a question. His hand is very strong.
Literally the first picture. Most people don't even swipe.
ATM's got a lot of jacks though. King jack, jack of spade draws,
You're the
jack
first
of club
one.
draws.
It's like the one.
Hands like jack 10. Well, you have 10 of clubs. So
Like, wow.
King
Team
jack,
Houston
queen
is
jack.
pretty Cool. We have
Jack
like
10.
Steven fucking Sondheimer.
Spades with
in the
jacks.
field,
even ace jack some of the time.
Or whatever his name is.
I don't think there's any more value to be had.
Christoph. Vogel's name. Yeah, wrong guy.
Tommy could be turning his hand into a bluff. He has the 10 of clubs. Oh, this is value. He's gonna get snapped.
Oh, no, I don't have that. Oh, it's not on chop. I'm wearing shit.
Great versus that. Sit.
ATM with a little runner luck there.
Yeah. Nothing funner.
Yeah, ATM's right. Nothing funner than runner.
I'll take all your stats.
Go ahead, as long as you let me get that runner like ATM.
If you don't want.
ATM is very good at
I only like it when it's
going runner.
Said I'm gonna get this.
Said hope.
Runner, nothing fun.
Fair enough, then. There's no
Whoops.
I didn't like it. And fold.
Nothing funner than runner.
I know.
fine.
I had a really good toss the last time. Do you want to do it, Tom? You had a guess. You can, let's do it.
That's 3 kings on the flop. Ace high. The best hand. Somehow Jack high has the best equity. Oh no, that was the pre-flop equity. That's what I was confused about.
Not a terribly accurate.
Ace high. Got a hammer lock.
Yeah, well, I saw him do it. I thought I'd be cool like him.
Gonna bet for a little bit of value, a little bit of equity to now. 18 gonna give it up.
Those buttons wouldn't hurt as bad.
These ones I think would hurt more. You know how hard these are?
Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
Let's try it.
It's not like a hard plastic on that.
I think this would hurt a lot. If you pick,
I don't think
Ethan's
so.
an
I don't
idiot.
think so.
If he
I don't think so. Try it.
if he doesn't think that would hurt, getting thrown at you, he's horribly mistaken. I think he should let me just chunk some nip buttons at his face. Even chips would hurt. You could really fling these things. I think I may have told this story before, but I was at the Bellagio one day, and I was playing. I forget what game it was. I was playing either 1-3 or 2-5, but the dealer, there's a really drunk player, really drunk, and he was like, "Dealer, what color chips do they need to be that if I throw them at you, you won't care and you won't get mad?" Dealer looked at him, said, "If they're black or higher, you can throw as many as you want for me for as long as you want." Player said, "Okay." Took a black chip out of his pocket, slammed it at the dealer, hit the dealer right in the face, hit the table. The dealer picked it 100 up, put it in his pocket. Player did it a couple more times. Dealer did the exact same, not really flinching, just putting it in his pocket. And then finally the player said, "You know what, that's enough. It was fun," and then quit. It's probably the fastest I've ever seen someone make $400 outside of like in a spot like that where you're not betting anything. Someone is just handing you money, but they're not tipping you for a service. They're just finding an excuse to hand you money. Shoot, I'd let people throw green chips at me. So, for those of y'all that are watching, if y'all want to throw green chips at me while I'm in the box, I get to keep them. Go for it.
Was there anybody in the list, Isaac?
Oh, on the list? I didn't check the list, sorry. I was looking for...
Nobody on this?
MF? You're going to be departing soon. It's about his bedtime.
There is some.
Nobody is somebody.
Alright, well, this hand then.
Somebody is nobody.
Yeah, they have so many.
New nick game.
Everybody's somebody. I've never been.
Get my seat, get my seat, yeah. Alright, dude.
Bye-bye.
Alright, ATM pitch rematch. Let's go. Alright.
I would just think like I think triple this.
3 aces for no one. ATM best hand with 7 high. If this gets to showdown, this will be very interesting.
The big game there is not that good. Really tight? Yeah, when they run 10 quarter or 5-10, usually it's super. A lot of Europeans are pretty tight.
Talking about Dallas?
Yeah. That lost for you. But the 2-5 is pretty good. I mean, it's better than the 1-3 here, probably.
7-4.
Dude, even the 2-5.
7-4 does not get there here.
6 high flush draw, gets it through.
They have so many tables.
You know the 7-4 thing, right?
I tabled for like 3 different
It's commentator Jen Powell said Champions Club's favorite hand. So it's like cool to win with it. It's like R7 deuce. Alright, is it time?
Yeah, if there's no
Time for the nick game.
Yeah, go, let's go.
See if we get a new player. I don't think we're going to be getting anyone new. Unfortunately, we're still on that seat.
200?
Yeah. Okay.
He drew someone's.
Hopefully we do before the stream ends. Wish I could take that seat for and play for y'all and commentate for y'all.
Sorry.
New nick game though.
Maybe it'll think that I have one of your cards.
I don't know. It's alright. I didn't look at it.
Tommy will straddle. Get a little sneak peek at what's to come. Outlaw opening ace jack.
I didn't even recognize you, man. I like it.
Tish with 210's gonna 3-bet. Oh, just makes the call. Tommy not getting a great price. Gonna complete in the straddle. I'm surprised to not see Tish 3-bet the 10s here. All spades, outlaw with the ace of spades. He's gonna go for it. Top pair, over pair. This is an action flop. Curious to see what sizes outlaw uses. Go small. A third pot. Just can't go anywhere with over pair. And Tommy with top pair, good kicker. Now has a decision to make.
Appreciate you, dude.
Makes the call. Ace high, most equity. Queen, 3 of hearts on the turn. 10s now take the lead.
You probably missed like the first.
See if outlaw
Just sitting there.
wants to keep barreling with the dry guy.
I tried. Whole last ball.
He is going to keep barreling with the dry guy. Big bet, over bet. This should work. Tommy gives it up. Don't blame him. First hand of the net game, outlaw gets one through with the dry guy. And I have joining me in the booth again, Shanice. Welcome back.
Hi, how are you, DT?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Good. How's everybody out there? Hope they're doing good.
Nothing too crazy there.
Getting another dealer change. MF, you should be gone. Oh, he's grabbing his water.
It's past his
Yeah,
bedtime.
it's past his bedtime.
3x.
Been a pretty good one so far. Kings versus kings, black and red. That's fun.
But over pairs getting dethroned by small pairs.
Yes, a couple times. The deuces never loses.
Attention Houston, Texas. The Trailblazer Poker Tour is coming to Texas Card House Houston from February 26th through March 10th. 10 big events, including the $100,000 guaranteed multi-flight and the $500,000 guaranteed main event. This is your second to last stop to rack up points in the Trailblazer Points Championship. First place wins a Chevy Trailblazer SUV. More details at texascardhouse.com.
Oh, you. Oh.
Y'all had some pretty wild hands.
Nick game, it always feels good to be the first person out of the Nick game.
Oh yeah, it's just freeing.
Like half a stack with the queen 6 diamonds. Like 5 bet out of position for half a stack.
Ethan 5-4 of clubs, Nick game, he's gonna open this up. When he doesn't open this up, what happened to the Ethan I know. The Nick game's on, 5-4 of clubs is a mandatory open. The outlaw understands the assignment. Suited cards that can make a straight, nip button, Nick game, open it. I think he doesn't have his button though.
That's totally fair. Yeah. Young man is getting more reserved in his old age.
And then afterwards he said, you think I was
Gets a walk.
I knew Caleb would jam. I would make more money. Yeah. That's why I bet. But it takes like 5 minutes.
That's the most weird hand of all time. Sometimes it's just like, yeah, I understood.
Players discussing fun hands between outlaw
Yelling across tape.
and other fun players who've been on stream, specifically Vegas Viet. Always makes for a fun show.
Always fun. Has he taken his shirt off lately? That's what.
Not
I
on this
wanna know.
stream.
Not on this one. We gotta get that.
If he wins a 60K pot on this stream, he'll probably take his shirt off.
We need to make it happen.
Four bet the ace seven.
The stars need to align for that.
Shoot, if I win 60 count stream, I'll take my shirt off. Y'all don't want to see that, but
Well, we know you go to the gym. It can't be that bad.
I got scarring from surgery, so it's not all clean and nice looking.
I think that's a good thing. We kind of want to see that. That's unique.
I got a nice big old scar straight down my my sternum, all the way to my belly button where they cut me open.
Oh wow.
Top set versus an open-ended, no, just a gut shot. Monotone. I don't think there's any value to be got here. ATM's gonna bet and just gonna
He
win.
does hit very on.
Oh!
Set of 7 pulled up this time. No turn.
That was a disgusting hand, and if I'm in Isaac's spot, I'm gonna lose my money there every time.
Yeah.
But, it's just an unfortunate run-up because even though he could have an ace,
So much bigger.
he could have so many other hands too. And that hand, the SPR was 1-1. You're not folding.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just a cooler.
I mean, the only thing that could have gotten Caleb off that hand is I guess going all in on the spot. But of course,
You don't want
get
to lose
any
the
value.
customer.
Yeah, you don't get any value, and that's just no good. That's,
And Caleb has so many hands that aren't aces, kings, queens, flush draws. So many hands that you can get value from, and you want to make sure you get value from. Outlaw with a pair. Lots of pairs tonight.
Turn time took a lot of it, and then I stacked them in like a 35K pot.
Jeez, I mean, yeah,
I'm just holding Jack one line. Oh, pair on pair violent.
He hasn't played on the street. He won like 800K in Vegas. Yeah, he got second in 10K event. Wow. He hasn't played.
800K. That sounds lovely.
A mid.
Oh, really?
If there's anyone that would do it, it's him. Outlaw flopping bottom set. Great disguised hand.
Really? I thought he moved out to LA.
I'm not sure. No, he went there a couple weeks, but I don't know.
Isaac gonna float. A 5 on the turn would be fireworks. Oh, almost, that's close enough.
Yeah, that'll be a nice big red stop sign for him.
The problem with Outlaw's hand now is that ace is gonna kill a lot of his action. I think he's gonna be betting here a lot, so he should be betting this hand too. And just hope he gets called. Isaac never has queens or aces, so the only hand that he has that beats us is 9s.
In there, let alone enough for that PLO game.
And there are a ton of other hands, just not 5s.
Yeah, really hoping he just had an ace there that would want to
You almost need
continue.
to hire somebody to
Isaac's gonna have to continue a lot with the queen too, so you can't just fold for one more bet. If Outlaw opens, you defend king queen, you call with top pair, good kicker. You can't really just fold when the ace comes on turn. If you want to, go ahead, fold to me when I bet, but I don't advise it. It's, the dynamic in this game, you just have to continue at least with some of your non-nutted hands, and some of those queens are pure continues.
Yeah, absolutely. This game in particular, Texas in general, probably.
What you think of our man, ATM?
Mo gonna open this up. $20 straddle on too.
Spades 52. It wasn't all spades 52 and TCH free. That's like 3. Really good.
Isaac suited big lick.
See, I was thinking about.
Gonna 3-bet it.
Thinking about
I like it.
with ace, queen.
Oh, my favorite hand. Beautiful. Chef's kiss.
I think I should peel with devious intentions.
Nip button in play. This is a defend. Without the nip button, I don't think he's gonna defend versus
I think
Isaac's
I
next.
But I would.
And that's one of the things that you have to pay attention to because it does change the dynamic of the game. Big lick outflops king jack.
Like, I might face it.
Expect a c-bet here.
It's gonna be awesome.
Goes small. A third pot. Best hand now takes it down.
Learn a lot from YouTube.
Yes. I watch the videos a lot.
Best hand in poker. Happy meal.
Isaac played a big one with big lick yesterday and was not on the winning side of it.
Oh,
He
no.
got cooler. He flopped bottom 2 pair versus top set.
Can't beat that.
That's
And
a
that was all she
classic
wrote.
recipe for disaster for the 2 pair.
Liveth and dieth by the big lick.
Yeah, dude, dude, I've seen some of that, and they're the most atrocious things that I've ever seen. No offense, even from the POV, from the you know what I mean? Some of those were just absolute fun.
Before I got here. So I think I saw most of everything.
I think you saw most
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
like
It's a non-straddled pot, so Tish is opening to $20.
Go play trying to give it away.
It feels bad when you're on the random side of things. Oh no,
I hope you don't
it is
teach me
straddled.
too
He
much
just min clicked it.
when I'm playing the PL.
And Levi gonna. No, it's a straddle. Okay, I'm so confused. All right,
It looked like a double straddle.
it's a double straddle, and Tish limped.
Maybe later.
ATM just folding queen 9 suited. I'm shocked to see that. Tish gonna 3-bet here. He did not limp his jacks to not 3-bet this.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Too big of a downswing, man. I was planning on it just like recently, but oh well.
There it goes.
2 cards. On the streams, if they look like the last 6, I'm down.
Outlaw talking about his downswing. He's
I
been on a downswing.
Yeah, that's what he mentioned that to me. I ran into him in at the Trailblazer in Dallas, and he mentioned that.
He had
mainly from
an insane upswing though last year.
Oh, he had a great 2024.
It was nuts.
bluffs getting called.
My tears for him are
I almost fell for it.
They've
Small.
picked on.
It's-
They've
he's
picked on
still
all the
up.
time, yeah,
He's still up there.
It was a joke.
to be honest.
There were spots that he should never make money in that people were just handing it to him.
That was an interesting one.
yeah, he
So
did well in some tournaments, did well in cash consistently. Just a really, really great
He's great.
2024.
great player.
Players I can check off with for 150 bigs for about 2, but
Definitely shows what studying can do. He was talking about spades and some of the other poker rooms in town, and Outlaw was playing 1-3 a couple years ago. So.
I played 1-3 with him. He's moved up a lot faster than I have. I haven't really moved up. I'm literally the same spot I was before.
no, it was like a multi-week.
You know, I think if anybody has been seeing that Poker News article going around the past couple of days, there's a player from Maryland who's got $1 million in earnings grinding dailies. So, you know, everybody has different paths to success, and you know, there's more
That's
than
a
one way
lot
to
of
skin a cat.
that's a lot of money winning daily tournaments because daily guarantees are like 2 to 5K guarantees. We're not talking about like big daily tournaments. We're talking about the casual dailies, right?
Oh yeah, he was playing Maryland Live. I mean he has a couple caches for there was 1, 2, 1 over 20, and then 1 over 30 that I think I
Yeah,
saw.
so we're talking about your Monday night 5K guarantee or like 2 to 5K guarantee.
Yep.
That's absurd.
Yep, million in earnings.
That means he wins like all of them.
I mean, I would assume his win rate is very strong.
It's also probably over the course of like the last 20 years, but still,
No, he has
I have no clue.
He had like 1 or 2 results from like 2009 going back, but like very, very small results. And then he said that he really started playing the dailies, like grinding them during COVID. Like, so 2019, 2020, that's when you start seeing consistent, you know,
Maybe I'm doing
week
something
to week
wrong.
to week to week to week.
That's absurd. And the player pool's not small enough to where he could solve it. I mean, he's
Definitely can.
that's an achievement.
Yeah, for sure. His name is Justin Arwine. I'm gonna plug that article on Poker News and check out his end and mob. It's definitely an interesting lesson in what can be accomplished. Just, you know, $2,000 at a time, 1,500 at a time, but staying consistent.
That's so cool.
I always wanted to try the double check.
Wow.
Recently at the Trailblazer, my significant other and I, he played the main. He got 11th place, and you know we were really proud, happy. For about 15K, I ended up winning one of the smaller tournaments for around 7, and it just felt like to me like, man, if I could just do this once a month consistently, you know,
I mean,
it would add up over time. So there's, you know, of course everybody wants the big numbers. You want to win, and you want to win, you know, 100, 200 grand, but you know, there's opportunity, there's money to be made at the smaller stakes tournaments, and
You got to start somewhere.
yeah.
And if it works, it works.
Because usually there's a Monday.
Are you gonna get time to play in any of the trailblazers stuff that's coming up?
So I actually, unfortunately, found out that Victor Wembanyama is out for the season. I'm a big Spurs fan, and the 26th is the day before my birthday. So I've been planning on going with some family and watching that basketball game. But if he's going to be out, then that means I'm playing the single day.
I'll see you there. I will fire in the single day and hate myself.
No, you're gonna love it. So much fun.
We'll see. If I final table it, I'll like it. Because then I'll convince them to record it so I can call myself an idiot
On the playback.
on the playback. Levi getting out of line with the 7-5 here. His stack size, Isaac's gonna 4-bet here, certainly. Saving a little face here before he mucks the 7-5. He can peel if he wants, but
Like you said last week, it's totally okay to throw a rock and run.
I don't like throwing rocks and running.
Oh, you don't like it? Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes it's there.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting excited for that single day. I probably shouldn't say any of that too loudly because if Tim knows that I'm going to be available now, he might put me on the schedule. So, promise not to tell.
Yeah, I'm not working Wednesdays right now.
You're always here for us on these Thursdays, and we do appreciate that.
The live. A live. We'll say the live.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would have been justice if I got it.
It would have been.
I don't know the last time I played in. I think the last time I played in a tournament wasn't TCH was the champion ones because they host a lot. The TCH doesn't have a. We're really starting to bring in a lot of series now with the Trailblazer. I know Poker Atlas is going to come back. They're in the talks, I think. With I know Moneymaker wants to return here because he had a great time.
It's pretty common in the bigger games.
That would be
So-
awesome.
I mean I love it because this place is so close. The venue's nice.
Yeah, I mean, you're right on the middle of Westheimer. I really feel like this stretch of Westheimer is becoming like Houston's own Vegas Strip. You have the Galleria, you have the evening entertainment places, and then the poker rooms, just all on a line next to each other.
Someone pointed out the other day that because the evening entertainment places, if you've maxed out your debit card for the ATM, you can go to the adult entertainment places since a lot of them take credit card advances for cash and don't charge juice on it because they want you to spend it. So it's I thought that was funny. He's like, yeah, I've needed an extra 1,000, so I just went over to the adult entertainment place and got $1,000. And I'm like, that is a strategy.
That is living poker life deep.
You're much above expectations.
Isaac with sevens.
I don't get how people do the Powerball and like the actual lottery.
We're all poker players, but we're also all human. So how do you feel when you lose big with a particular hand and then you get it again?
I don't care.
An hour later, doesn't phase you. Professional.
I mean, each hand's different. There are going to be different factors in the hand. I mean, yes, it sucks to lose. But Tommy getting the defend with the 7 deuce. He could win this hand if he wants to. He could really will this one into existence. There's also been a lot of 7 deuce dealt tonight, and I'm very sad that there's no 7 deuce game because there's been a lot of it.
Yes, there would have been some action with those for sure if they were playing that.
See if Tommy's gonna get out of line. I hope he does, just for our sake.
Backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight
draw.
draws. The draw is.
Backdoor. Oh no, it decides against it.
Yeah. It's a little loosey, but you know there was some potential equity. Some
When I first started working backdoors, I overused backdoors way too much. Well, if I float here and turn exactly the 9 of hearts,
right.
I can river the world, and then I realized it's probably a little too deep in the hope tank.
Yeah. We were reaching there, but it's possible. The 5 of diamonds could appeal.
Yeah, wishing for the 1 out to turn
the hairiest belly?
to be able to river 12 outs is not not what you should be asking for in
I
poker.
think it's definitely.
Yeah, probably not the most long-term winning proposition.
No, dude, I don't think it's Matt. I've seen those modeling pics. He don't got no hair.
Okay, I got some hair.
Everyone
So you shave
if
for
they
those.
turn. If the turn is free and you turn Gen, that's always nice.
I mean,
That's beautiful.
different. Like obviously, being the aggressor, it's a lot better because then that's when it matters. But when you're calling specifically, dude, that's when it can be a disaster.
I thought this was like common knowledge within the group. But apparently not all of us know.
Actually, you might have been in that. No, you weren't that.
Ethan gonna defend the 6-3 off
You're 18,
with the Nick game.
19.
When you're in the straddle in the Nick game,
Yeah, I was back in 2000.
or you just flop the joint versus a gut shot and a flush draw. These two players are gonna fight. Wow, Levi checks this back.
Oh my gosh.
Turns a flush. Turns the nuts. Ethan with the bottom end of the straight thinks he's got the best hand. And a great check by Levi.
Don't get us wrong. It's like his entire goal.
I would like to see Levi raise this.
Small raise? Like maybe just 100, 110, or?
Every time. Okay.
Oh, I like
I want to
this.
just, feel something.
I like the big raise. I think they're all entertainable, but
Has anybody put their roll on the table? Caleb, have
you just
put
want to
your
build the
roll on
pot when
Actually, I.
Ethan has the
Put your roll on
hand.
the table before? When did you do this?
In a home game.
That's why.
In a home game.
I did it one time in
Very surprised to see Levi check that back.
Shove it all in.
With as wide as people defend the straddle in the
That's
Nick
pretty
game,
good, actually.
see, betting frequency of players goes up because if he's defending 6-3 offsuit,
In a home game.
he's got King 3 offsuit. What does King 3 offsuit do in that flop? Folds. So I mean that's yes he can flop the straight a lot, but he's got a lot of hands,
A lot of junk, yeah.
a lot of junk. And that's something cool that the Nick game creates is this extra, I guess, meta in terms of poker ranges where it's not a normal defend range, it's not a normal raise range, it's a Nick game range, Nick game / stream Nick game range.
Right. Yeah, for sure. It definitely creates, it's not just a game like who can win the next hand, but it really does create another level to the ranges, like you said.
Tommy gonna 3-bet 9s here, I would. Especially with my nib button, and especially with Tish opening the button. Ethan looking interested. Ethan looking real interested now.
Very.
We're gonna have a clash.
Mm-hmm.
Just rips it. I don't mind this, but I don't think he would do this with aces. I think
It's like 2000.
if I'm in Tommy's spot, this I don't think a player is going to be balancing this correctly enough. By balancing, I mean shoving with all their big hands. I think this is just going to be a lot of marginal strength hands and occasionally a big strength hand. I think aces and kings just don't want to lose their customer. I do think queens, jacks, 10s could very easily take this line, but I think there's going to be a lot of 8s, 7s, ace queen, ace king. They could take this line, even ace jack suited. So it's a big fold. It's a big fold. I don't know if I would have made the fold.
Damn, dude, it's always ace king.
I think you mentioned maybe 9s, 10s.
I always put them on
jacks.
The thing is,
So those are the
10s,
hands that he
10s, jacks, queens could all do it very reasonably, whereas aces and kings, I would just eliminate entirely from that. I'm not a big fan of this show by Ethan, but I understand why he's doing it, and he's going to be doing it pretty frequently. So it's going to be a good mix.
Tough spot.
If he had $1,000 less. I think it's fine with everything.
Oh yeah, but you just
Then,
yeah.
yeah, I think it just always be.
No.
Maybe even $500 less.
I went Mo and Tommy.
That's a lot.
But fuck it, I'm gonna
I love
go all in.
That's why I was like,
All right.
He
If
popped
you
it
lose
in.
this, Tommy, you might need the boot camp.
He goes, well, I like you. I'll put it in. You know.
I think it's Mo and Tommy. Heads up.
Yeah.
In that game.
Yeah.
And I've got like the whole round.
I still have
He wants to raise the button, but he also knows that everybody else knows that he has a mid button.
Turns the board.
I'm not gonna stop. It shouldn't stop you.
And I'm like,
Isaac with deuces in the big line. I'm gonna limp. There's a $20 credit on. Levi gonna. Surprised he didn't limp. Outlaw?
I don't know, man.
I don't think he's gonna get super out of line.
I don't know. We haven't been keeping score.
Classic race, 10-8, 2 overs in a pair. Deuce is way out in front now.
well,
Queen 5 would have flopped left hand.
between him and Noah, yeah.
You would have.
I don't know, man.
But I think you have a 5 spades too, but spade redraw, so I think.
I feel like
The thing is,
I think we gotta
Deuce
start
is
counting.
we
on a board like this. It's hard to believe it's an 84% favorite against any hand.
I don't know
Yeah,
how many he's actually
this is
How
true.
much like, do I actually pay? That
Caleb's gonna bluff at it again, and it gets it through.
well,
Deuce just can't hold up.
Exactly. That doesn't mean that I pay.
So we always think he's losing, but he's just heads up.
yeah, I think Noah probably has the most nicknamed per stream.
All right. Well, if one of you wants to go back on all of the streams that I've played and count, I will pay you $200.
I have someone that would definitely do that for $200.
$200? I don't know. Doesn't mean a lot.
Chat, do any of y'all crush the dailies at y'all's local
I will cut you.
establishment?
Everybody's gonna do it.
Any of y'all
I will cut
secret
the
local
boot camp
or
price in
public
half.
local crushers? I have no clue. I mean, I guess we do see. Maybe we see the same like 90% of people in our daily tournaments every week.
Yeah, I mean the ones here, and that's kind of the cool thing about how great Texas poker is you know, looking at those, there's a lot of guys guaranteed. But here, you know, you can find 10K, 15K.
You can only get that jacket in
So
Hong Kong.
the fields are a little bit bigger. It's harder to just like consistently crush, but you can, you know, come away
They're
with
like
a little bit
authentic
more
like gator
up
boots.
top.
Made out of gator.
I can think of one or two people in Houston that I think could maybe do something like that, especially
Boots
like
are more practical.
about
Like
the
you can wear
Prime Day
boots like going
tournament
out.
when that existed. That, you know, those run on Hendon, and I don't think
The
we don't
boots
necessarily
are-
post
you
all
can-
of
they can
our
also,
delayed weekly
they can
tournaments
also
either,
be
like
worn
into
as,
the
like, dress
series.
shoes,
So
too.
I have
If you
like
have pants, like, you don't
$1,500 in winnings on Hendon Mob. But the problem is there's
You can also like
30,000
show
David
boots.
Thomases.
oh wow, yeah.
So I have not separated myself from the pack.
You might even have multiple accounts that you don't know that aren't consolidated.
It's possible. I don't think I've cashed enough in tournaments, big tournaments to. I certainly haven't played. 7-5. River's a better 2-pair. ATM wants to bluff. He's gonna have to bluff big.
Oh.
A set would not check back.
Oh shit!
That's it.
Yeah, I think there's some people that I can think of that would actually have some strong Hendon mobs if all the dailies in town were posting like regularly, like they were at.
Can you actually just order all of the Houston bluffs?
Yeah. What brand is it?
It's called Growing Thing Supply. It's a brand in Hong Kong.
Okay, cool.
Dude, how funny would that be if we all came in insane?
Hell yeah! That'd be pretty funny.
Since you do the Hungry Horse, do you live in LA?
Yeah, about 2 months, and then I'll be back in LA in April.
In April? Okay.
LA in April?
You play at
I mean,
Hustler?
what a life! Travel around, play
Buffalo.
poker.
Hollywood Park was my stomping.
And I wish I was rich. Just travel and play poker.
That's where I started playing.
Any of y'all out there that wanna back me for big games, I'm open.
Look. I mean, it's so hard to want to leave Texas, though, honestly. I mean, when you talk about traveling for poker, like, I mean, Austin and Dallas are traveling, and that's really as far as you need to go to just play amazing tournaments. Or just amazing games. I mean, not as much the tournaments,
I
but
honestly think it'll only be a year or two before the series decides to put a stop in one of the clubs here.
they're going to have to.
Yeah,
I feel like they're going to have to.
yeah. They're just gonna miss out on so much money. And it would be a huge win for the poker community in Texas.
Yeah, you're right. I would love to see that.
2 pair for Tish. It is 3 to a flush, but shouldn't be that worried. Gonna have to bet for value at some point in time. No one really has much of anything they can call. Tish just gonna check it back, play a little pot control.
Good thing clubs didn't come for Outlaw.
He is oversuited. Gonna try and get to showdown. See if ATM wants to bluff at this. Doesn't. Tish gonna go for value now. Question is, how much value can he get? What sizing is he gonna choose? I don't think he's gonna be betting very big. I like this, yeah.
Yeah, since we can see the cards, we know that he can't get very much, and
I mean, the way everyone's played their hands is it looks like you can't get much, so I like the size. You're really just trying to, he's doing a really good job trying to get called by a 6 or a 9, or even a weird ace, like ace 7, ace 5, ace 8.
yeah, definitely.
And it's gonna work. Outlaw's gonna flick in the call.
Shakes his head and calls. Price too good.
Well done by Tish. Well played. Got the maximum amount of value I think he could have in that hand.
Absolutely.
Out of Outlaw.
Yeah, I talked to them a bit, but it's been,
Hey, how's it going?
And we have a new player.
Damien is here.
I don't think he's been on the stream before.
Very likely not. I know Damien. I played in a league to win a seat to the main event last year with him. So I know him mostly as a tournament player. He did, I believe he won the main event in spring in November. If I'm not mistaken, I'm really bad at time frames, so I think that's right.
Nice.
So
We're glad to have him on stream. Welcome, Damien. I wonder if he's going to take a nit button. I think it's still between Tommy and Mo.
so they might have him wait until the net game's over.
He can get a nit button if he wants. We've had players, even though it was heads up, opt to get a button because they just wanted to play. It doesn't happen very often. This might end it.
Welcome to the game, brother. What's your name?
It's hard to sit there and wait on hands, I can say that.
Ideal now.
Isaac's just folding deuces right away to Tommy's open. Even though Tommy's got the nit button. It is a big open, though.
Totally fair.
I love how at the right angle with ATM in the 9 seat that ace 9 looks sort of like a middle finger.
Mo gonna defend the computer hand.
For sure.
10-9. Looking pretty reasonable on the flop. 2 overs to the middle, card and a gutter. I imagine we have to bet here. We're heads up for the nit game. Small sizing, I like it. It was real small. Looks like 50. Oh no, 75. Still pretty small. 30%.
Is there any chance Mo floats just because he does that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There he goes. The 7 of spades is kind of a key card on that board.
Oh, this could be an interesting run out. Mo now a 3-1 dog. Tommy, I think could still bet this turn. There are lots of hands that Mo has that he can get value from, and this is where the leveling I think would have gotten in. He knows that I know that, and I should be betting here a lot, so he's going to be calling with a lot. So I think Tommy could have bet a 9 for value on the turn and then look to check back. But I think he's just looking to make sure he gets to showdown.
Yes, yeah. Cheap showdown, just hold on for dear life with that 9
Mo,
instead.
Mo with just queen high is gonna have to bluff, and I don't think it's gonna work. Tommy did not check back yet.
I think that size may. Oh, was that a black chip?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a 540. Oh wow,
Yeah.
he went big.
I like. Mo went for it. Tommy's plan saw fruition. He most certainly checked back the turn with the intention of calling almost any bet on the river. I think 2x pot might have been able to do something.
He's like, this guy doesn't have shit. I'm gonna call anything on the river.
Yeah, Tommy played that hand very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't blame Mo for going, or he's blocking the straight.
So that's why you take 30 seconds.
And you're stuck with just queen high.
Okay.
I don't think you're gonna get looked up by ace high very often. But
what am I?
A pair of 9s is certainly gonna look you up.
Yeah. And then just take a shot, try to save the couple $100 for the next game. Maybe take down that pot.
But now he lost that 540 plus the 200 he's about to lose for the next game.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel good.
Nope.
You are bad guy.
That's the crazy thing about poker. Sometimes the right place still hurts.
Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, never mind. I didn't say that. Yeah, because
Not yours.
Yeah, I guess you want it.
I need a card.
Wait, no, you were here for the
Jake can have to wait one more hand, and then he'll get to join us.
First bluff. First bluff.
That's the best position. There it is.
There it is.
It's on this turn. I think I'm gonna do some this.
Isaac gonna limp the 9-8 suited. There's been a lot of limping in these splash pots tonight. Levi with a row hand gonna open it up.
Yeah, wasn't there a family?
There's a
splash pot
basically
earlier?
family splash pot earlier. Isaac gonna at least see a flop. Did not limp to not call this single raise. Look at fireworks. The 9 in the window. Isaac takes the lead way out in front now. Levi just checks back.
Still there.
No spade in Levi's hand. Isaac now with the best hand. After it checks through, he's gonna bet a little for equity denial. Really just to deny from 2 overs. A hand like king queen. Hand like Levi actually has ace queen, ace king. It's really hard in these spots when our hand looks exactly like what it is to really put up a fight. Indeed, it was the best hand.
Yeah, even Tish called it out immediately, knowing that Levi probably had 2 overs that did not connect.
2 live overs or an underpair.
Yeah, let me go to the restroom real quick before you throw the nip button on.
I'm gonna do the same.
What if we take
Leave your mic scratch, please. Thank you, veteran Tish.
Someone's gonna do it eventually. I don't know who, but someone will.
Take a walk, that's fine.
Make sure you show your hand if you win the spot.
Yeah. No, you actually need to sit the entire. You have to pee? That sucks. It's like in school you have to ask for the bathroom.
raise your hand?
Tim, can I go to the bathroom?
It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah,
I don't even know how can I speak that. Yeah. May I be excused? What the hell?
I've had to answer that question a lot. No, Timmy, you cannot go to the bathroom when we're about to do a whole run through of the fucking concert.
Oh, so you open the 30. Open the 30. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna piss my pants. You always have that kid that would say that.
There's a sub that would work. Because like, no, you don't.
They're like the only time they ever get to the circle.
Oh, yeah.
I had a baseball tournament when the concert was supposed to happen.
And you didn't sell a feature, yeah.
No, like, I guess if you don't show up to the only thing you're graded on, you just fail for the semester. So.
Yeah, that's a common practice.
Yeah, I failed an 8th grade orchestra.
You have to
You have to show up to get a grade. That's part of the. No, nobody told me that part.
And then every dealer changed except 5.
Except 5 at the end.
Just for the new dealer.
For the new dealer?
Yeah.
So it's not a bomb pot?
No. No bomb. Trust me, we don't need them.
Nah.
Button games.
I put a 5 there.
There it is.
Oh, my 5 there.
Yeah, Farrell.
I'm going to ask you after the stream, alright? And then come by. What?
Alright, we're just waiting for the awkward question.
Oh.
Oh, I made it more awkward. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, that was my bad.
I shouldn't have done that.
Are we making Ethan feel uncomfortable again?
Well, if Mom watches the stream, I don't know.
My mom has watched these streams before.
I know.
Has your mom watched? Did your mom watch the last stream?
Dylan's mom.
Or your family or whatever?
No.
I told my grandma about these streams, and she watched like every single one now.
But my friend would show them.
My friend?
Even guy from my great grandpa who loves poker. And like,
Oh, wow.
show him how to use it too.
That's legit.
A lot of time. Yeah, for a long time.
How about you, Mo?
My
Your
friends
family?
usually watch the other game. Just in time.
Sometimes.
Not a lot.
Maybe the last one.
Right?
Pre-tip in.
We did.
All the little cards are getting folded now.
Just that, I love little cards.
Yeah. Okay. He got you. I know. We were making eye contact for a little bit. I was like, that eye contact was for something different. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Oh, there's ATM with a big card.
Someone's gonna have big cards.
Oh,
Three
spicy
bet
one.
big cards are gonna go to war. Not a big game, but they're definitely gonna go to war. ATM gonna 4-bet. I like it. Knows Tish is very capable of 3-betting light. Tish just gonna release it, doesn't want to fight.
Really?
I got caught.
Would you fold there?
It depends on how I'm feeling. It also depends on sizing and other things. You can, they're deep enough to where you can start to talk about calling. There's still a little bit of enough room for post flop play where the stack sizes don't really dictate how the hand's going to be led. It's not like he 4-bet and then you realize there's only 1.5 bets left. He 4-bet and there's 3 bets left in the thing, so there's plenty of play in the hand.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is why I'm poor, but for some reason I might not love it, but I have to see a flop with ace 10 of diamonds. In that particular spot with those numbers, I think I would have.
With ace 10, one of the things is with ace 10 specifically, is it doesn't matter if it's suited or when you're not the aggressor. Your hand strength is about as good as ace 10 offsuit.
That's true. That's fair.
You're going to end up whiffing a lot. You're going to be dominated a lot. And then a lot of the times when you do flop an ace and it's the best hand, you're not going to make any more money because their hands that interact with you are now under pairs to the ace.
Stinks when they won't battle.
Yeah, all of those are the logical reasons why you can fold ace 10 suited, and yet I just can't. I just don't think I would be able to do it. Too pretty.
You can win big pots with it. In fact, the best, I guess, flopping a straight, flopping trip 10s would all win you lots of money. 2-pair, ace 10, because against ace king, ace queen, the 10 is a lot less scary than the jack. The jack is way scarier because ace jack suited is going to show up a lot Ace Jack's just going to show up more frequently than Ace 10, and then Jacks specifically are going to show up more than.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of wary of just a naked ace. You're definitely looking for 2-pair straight trips.
Better spades coming along.
Spade on spade violence. Ooh, and an ace-7 of diamonds.
Ethan
Folded, though.
just put in the muck.
A little surprised by that. I wonder, do these guys ever play the small blind game? Because that could make some things interesting.
So we've never really played the small blind game on stream. Not that we'd be opposed to doing it. We've just the Nick game has more fans. Even the kill game had more fans. And I do like the kill game better than the small blind game. And we have an action flop technically because both players have flush draws. Both players are going to at least see the turn, and it's a 3-bet pot. Levi gonna need some runner outs. A pair would help him, but that's just the coldest card in the deck for him.
Yeah.
So many of the big cards are accounted for now, so it's only ace king, king queen of spades, and then the ace x suiteds.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna have pocket aces, pocket kings, pocket jacks, pocket tens, and based on Levi's stack size, if this board runs out clean, I don't think see how he's gonna lose. Not gonna lose everything.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that his stack size at the beginning of the hand was getting.
That's a straight flush for ATM.
Yeah, that might save Levi actually.
The problem with ATM's hand now is we're blocking the hand we want to get called by, which is the ace high flush. So now we're in territory of king high and queen high flushes. There's only 2 flushes out there. We have to bet it. It's just gonna feel real bad if they go all in.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't want them. They can't have the queen of spades. So, yeah, it's interesting.
If Levi, this runout's probably gonna save Levi money.
Big time.
Levi could contemplate repping a straight flush, the bigger one. I don't think his stack is that he can use it to blame. I think ATM would just kind of side call. But just mucks it.
Yeah, he thinks that 9 hurt him, but it actually saved him big time.
Sexy.
I think, unfortunately, he's still going to think that 9 hurt him, but it really actually saved him.
It saved him money.
Saved his stack, yeah.
I damn would have been so filthy though.
I kind of wanted to see like a 7 versus
like what do you do?
Right? Like,
He jams and he's a good
Who
one.
was that asking for full carnage? What's the root?
I think it's entirely plausible for ATM to fold if Levi had shoved. You're holding both the ace and the 7.
Yeah,
I don't
think. I think the like you said, the stack size is like the amount of money behind because he'd already put out 400. It would have been 700 to call.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been able to get away from it for that price. But if Levi was a little bit deeper, definitely a play that he could have contemplated for money. Sick play, very sick play that would have been.
Just probably wouldn't. He would have needed, I think, $500 more, $500 to $1,000 more to make it work.
Well, yeah, because I didn't get paid. He had a flush. Horrible river.
I almost ready to turn.
Levi gonna open up. Blind versus blind. Suited king.
Tommy.
Rebel, you just missed Levi getting bailed out. Flush over flush.
Yeah, straight
Yeah,
flush.
straight flush, and straight flush over straight flush.
No, yeah, the table got it, but you weren't here, so.
Yeah.
A little bit of misinformation on the flop. It's king 6 deuce.
Hey, you know what? I'll buy you a cowboy hat.
So pair versus pair.
consolation prizes.
A 4 would be dirty. A 4 would be real dirty.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
Let's see if Levi can get a little bit.
Yeah, straight flush.
hit it.
ATM.
Ah.
Rebel says she's got a Hendon mob. I'm fixing to look you up, Rebel.
I'm pissed.
Rebel, what's your cumulative winnings? Is it bigger than my 1,500? That's all I got.
Be honest, this is where they get me. This is where they get me. Sleep.
Levi, just check wins.
Tired.
One pair.
Me too. I just
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, my bad, Rebel.
Did y'all explain the rules to Damien about?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
She went on the flush.
Not bad. Better than my 1,500.
Did they play the night game when you played them?
I know you're looking to change that with a nice score at the Trailblazer series.
dry in America.
You can't play for this flag.
It's dry in Houston right now. Usually it's very humid.
I'll do a 20 ball.
It's just because it's so cold.
Oh, so the normal day.
Normally Houston is one of the most humid cities in the world.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, Levi.
Because it's so cold.
There it is. Yeah. There it is. That's how
Tish talking about our lovely humidity here in Houston. Hasn't been like that today though. It's been
Cold.
very cold.
Cold. I think he's a $40 straddle on. I like the Christmas kitty. I like cats.
I'm not gonna lie, Rebel. That's what threw me off. I just saw a cat, but
I love that.
Which one?
Outlaw
bad.
straddle.
This one?
Yeah.
It's my classroom.
Thinking about what he wants to do, he's most certainly gonna see a flop.
Oh.
He's not. This is a new outlaw.
yeah.
This is a new outlaw. He's got a nib button too. Oh my goodness. ATM's gonna see a flop.
What's your call ace ring?
It's almost nice to know that he's human. The run bads. He's not calling 8-7 of clubs right now. It's been a rough few months, I guess.
It's like you win some basketball tournament at school and then.
Oh, what a flop for Tish.
Yeah,
Top pair for ATM, just enough.
Nudge that this way, sorry. What is that? You move that over this way.
Tish gonna bet big too. Build the pot. No flush draw, best got straight draw. And ATM's just got just enough hand to call. I mean, we didn't flop top pair to not at least see the turn. Tish looking real thin. Oh, and this is not going to get rid of ATM.
Nope. Might cause Tish to check back though, to see if he can make his hand on the river.
Yes, phony Turkison, 55 is cold to me. That's why I will never live up north.
Yeah, 55. Yeah,
Nope.
I don't need it.
Whenever it hits 30 here, yep, I'm good. It's too cold. I think this is an interesting spot. Tish is blocking ace king and both the big draws. He's gonna go relatively big here. He's really gonna put ATM to the test.
I mean, it does also mean that he can jam rivers if
Yeah,
he does
this
make his
is
hand. Won't make the
pot size. And once again, I think ATM just has two. After calling, there's hearts and clubs out there. So the Tish hands, the hands Tish is going to be doing this with are going to be like this: King, Queen of Hearts, Queen, 10 of Hearts, King, 10 of Hearts, King, Queen of Clubs, King, 10 of Clubs, Queen, 10 of Clubs. All of these hands can do this, but Tish is going to be doing this with a lot of his big hands too. Jacks, Ace Jack, Ace Deuce, Ace King, Ace Queen, even Ace 10.
It's a close spot. I mean, the equities do not state how close it really is, I think.
Yeah. Rebel, that's good. I don't like playing blackjack at... Oh, ATM just shoves it. He doesn't want to have to make a decision. I don't mind this, actually. Because now Tish's drawing hands are getting relatively close to, if all of your outs are live, relatively close to the right price. But 2,000 to win, you need to be 30%. But all of your, no, he's not getting the right price still.
Yeah.
You're getting 4 to 1. ATM now feeling really comfortable about this.
Yeah, I really like him jamming here. I mean,
I didn't expect this.
yeah.
Well played by ATM. Found a line that I did not think he would find. I thought he was gonna just be content letting Tish hang himself if he was gonna be bluffing. I think he wants to make the river decision easy because, yeah, clubs,
he checks and-
because Tish could bluff clubs and hearts.
Faded the snap. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, once you fade the snap,
Start feeling a lot better in your seat. Oh, well, happy late Valentine's Day, Rebel. And everybody out there. Love and poker, what a combination. That was a fun hand.
very interesting.
That's definitely one that you would love to see a river if
Rebel?
we could.
Unfortunately, we cannot rabbit hunt for y'all on stream. The only time we can rabbit hunt is in the private room. Not on stream and not out in the floor.
I think the stream game should get one rabbit hunt. Like, we should get like, there should be like one.
It's a slippery slope. The problem isn't the actual rabbit hunting part. The problem is when people start asking for it every hand.
That's true, yeah.
And then you're burning precious time that people are paying for.
Fair enough, but just for TV, I feel like we should have a rabbit hunt button, just one.
Ethan opening the king queen. Isaac. Levi gonna 3-bet king jack.
Great. That ain't not there.
Hard river decision.
Ethan gonna determine if there's enough money to play for it to call, and I think he's gonna determine. Yes. Does make the call.
Probably should have thought that one through a little bit more.
King high. This is a disaster for Levi.
Yeah, big problems.
When you 3-bet king jack and the flop comes king high, you feel pretty good about your hand. Both players in love with their hand here. Not ace king in love, but good enough.
Yeah, Levi is really gonna need a jack here.
Ethan with the queen of hearts. Oh,
There it is. Queen of hearts, though, like you said, still for Ethan.
Levi with only 2x pot behind. This is gonna be an interesting hand. Because he's betting for value now. And if we get jammed on, I think we might have to call it off. It's a weird spot. Ethan could very much turn his hand into a semi-bluff. Does make the call though. Drawing to the second nut flush. And makes it, domination rotation, then re-rotation, and re-rotation.
Yeah, poor Levi on these rivers. I mean, the last river actually saved him money, even though he thought it cost him money. This one.
This one's gonna cost him. Gonna save him money, and Ethan has only one choice. Yeah, this is the only choice. Levi does have a prime bluff catching candidate, but he's just not gonna think it through. He's
snap, let it go.
I don't think Ethan's gonna be bluffing there very frequently. I think he's gonna have a lot of queen of hearts and ace of hearts. If he didn't already have a flush.
Aaron, I have 1K behind.
I mean, you know, sometimes when you're the shorter stack, you do have to consider if your opponent is willing to just be a bully. But you know, you can't always assume that, and it's a hard spot to try to call with that hand.
You're
I going to buy him a cowboy hat.
you thought I had a draw.
Boney,
Well,
I was trying to go
I think they're they're good arguments for betting the sizing he chose on the turn.
I think I tank
You
with ace king.
really,
Yes, and maybe fold ace king.
I thought he had
Tish?
You're telling me it was strong.
Yeah.
Definitely like ace five, you're probably folding for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely folding ace 10 or below.
that's why they're discussing the hand between Tish and ATM previously, and Tish was saying he would have folded ace 10 or below, and I believe him. I would have folded ace 10 or below after betting that big on the turn.
It's just a weird dynamic with the nickname.
It's just a super, yeah, ATM's right, it's a super weird hand.
You're in Chicago, right?
I was trying.
Yeah, all the aces are in there.
I was trying to get everything like but an ace to fold because I think it'd be sticky with like a jack or on the flop.
Outlaw ace king, speaking of. I'll let ATM know what I think of his play. I don't like it. It's not a line I think I would have taken. It was very shocking. Yeah, it was very shocking. I do like it if he was turning it into a bluff and trying to get ace 10 to fold, like ace 5 to fold. I like it if he had factored that in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you did name a bunch of hands that weren't nutted, but had tons of equity with the double flush draws, Broadway combinations that still had straight outs, and
You're just ace queen plus is just gonna snap you every time though. Not snap. I mean, I think it's just gonna be a side call. Ace queen and ace king are gonna be indifferent.
yeah. But I mean, you know, with an ace in your hand and 2 on the board, the combinations of ace queen are limited.
It's a weird hand. I mean, I think I played the hand terribly, to be honest. I think I really.
Just, I have no comment on that.
I'm not far off behind you.
I think ATM. I'll let ATM know. I think he played the hand worse than Fish.
Hungry horse over here smoking his chops.
We're gonna get a YouTube video with a deep dive analysis.
This is gonna be a
I
fun
mean, is
one.
there any way that Tish could have
It's gonna be a fun one.
represented a strong ace by checking on that turn? I mean, a strong ace and other 2 flush draws. Never mind.
Yeah.
I answered my own question.
Home to Texas. Yeah, I mean, you have people from Vegas coming here.
Ace has to keep betting.
Everywhere, but no doubt.
Diego's got props for Tommy's jacket. I have props for that too. I think that's what he was talking about earlier. Got it overseas. Very cool with the dragons. Little black and golds.
Are they friendly?
Most of them are.
Really?
Like 90%.
Sure.
10%. I enjoy it.
Actually, I feel like
Enjoy it 10%.
Tommy should, or no, who's in Isaac?
On 9?
Yeah. One time I took $20 in the championship screen for like a 5K pot, right? It took $20. I'm like, man, someone was going in on me in the comments. That is not enough.
What?
Yeah. I was like, man.
Like,
I
guys,
don't know.
we pre-tip.
I'm tipping like a
Who cares?
Honda Civic a year at least.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The lowest find something to complain about.
He was like, if I want a 5K pot, I'm tipping $1,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for real.
Easy to type that out.
Okay.
Come on down and play.
Like one time in his life.
I literally can't get myself to go through the comment section of that YouTube story where I paid you off with the road. There's like 1,000 comments in there. It's got like 750K views. I just can't do it, man.
Some of them are like, man, why you play like they played the Royals so bad? You got lucky to get paid off. I'm like, man, yeah. These guys suck.
We were in the room watching it. We were playing the game. We were in the room watching it. Everyone was like, "Fold, Ethan!"
You
No.
I love myself so bad. That was really good. This is my first time playing that 5-10 game too, and I was just like, I got
thank you.
Yeah, I got
It's kind of thin to bet on the turn. I mean, it's bluffing alright, but like his bet on the turn, and then where's my check raise?
Yeah, I actually think turns like much worse than river.
Yeah, river a little bit. Turn is not.
Yeah, turns pretty bad. Well, I mean,
Check all or something.
yeah, I mean, there's been quite a few instances on like very different streams where people like step up and stakes, get like really big Euro syndrome. Like, dude, Kareem on that 25-50 stream.
Dude, I don't know what he was doing there. That was crazy. I couldn't believe when he was playing it. I'm like, what the?
Multiple, like there was like 3 or 4 hands in 2 days. Where it was like really.
Most people aren't bluffing when they overbet. Most of the time. I'd say from like general. Okay.
I mean,
I paid off the hard way. Paid off him? Anytime. No, yeah. I would say most people, just in general. Well, especially off stream. A stream different, but off stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see any of the hands off stream. There were 3 or 4 hands on stream where it's really like called out. There's some spots where it's like.
Oh, it's good. I mean, yeah, especially if you have a dynamic.
No, I mean, he was wrong at the time.
Kareem was doing it?
Kareem was calling down really light.
Oh, that's not like him. That's strange.
No, there was definitely pretty disciplined. Like, there was a pot where, like mono flop, paired board, and Kareem called down ace queen high for like 1.5x pot on the river, and Z-fish had blocked. Like, yeah, you should go back and watch. Go back and watch the rest of
Z-fish
that.
too? Yeah, that's a bit like a Mr. J call. You know, call down Mr. J there.
Yeah, I mean,
so much crap.
I would go back and watch. There were a lot of hands in that stream that were really questionable. From everyone. I mean, there was a really weird one where, like JD opened, Wolfgang threw at the king queen of clubs, and JD four. Did you see the one where JD 4x3?
Oh, I saw that hand, and then I saw what happened. I saw the short.
Well, dude, first of all, like the turn appeal by Wolfgang is terrible.
Oh yeah.
But then, like when you go check, bet call, check river, like I just don't think you full squeeze it.
I think he just thought like Wolfgang's not bluffing or whatever. So I get why he folded. I think it's a tough. Not snap. He snapped.
Yeah.
I think I would think about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Wolfgang's pretty tight, but the turn appeal by Wolfgang is really, like double flush draw, king queen, double flush.
That's crazy.
Pretty wild.
That was a really
Sorry, guys. But like, he's like such an egregious in so many spots. Like, dude, he didn't get paid off when he got set over set versus Z-fish. Z-fish just bet folded his set on the river against him. Like,
against Wolfgang?
Yeah, dude, it was like a no flush, no straight board. Wolfgang check jam river with top set. And Z-fish like folded middle set. Just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, you could probably make some big hero posers. JD's a good player too.
No, I've heard he's solid. Like, he's really good action, but he's also solid.
I was surprised to see like the results. I was looking at him like, damn, JD's a crush. But it was that Queen's hand was a big part of it.
The Queen's hand was big. He also, there was one where it went Viet open on flat, JD 3-bet. They were doing mystery hand, and Queen 7 was the mystery hand. So JD 3-bet Queen 7 to like.
Sorry about that.
Viet flat.
Somehow found ourselves muted. Very shocked that Tommy made that call. But his ace high there is going to be either really good or really not good.
It's a polarizing spot, and he just didn't believe him that time.
Rebel probably was talking when I was muted, but yeah, I haven't heard or seen anything from Wes. Hopefully I'll see him this weekend, or not this weekend, this upcoming week for the Trailblazer series. I know he loves tournaments.
He would have folded though. Oh yeah. I had ace considered. It was RJ opened under.
No, I remember. And RJ flats tie back 4 bets.
I was more worried
Leap
about
high, King Jack.
I thought RJ has flats some strong hands sometimes. So I was like,
there were multiple times he would like just rifle it off, like reduce off, and then he was just like flat.
Hungry horse. I think the guy was here like last week. Somebody mentioned somebody that was vlogging here that was playing at one of the 1-3 tables, but I hadn't heard of them before. But it must have been who Diego was talking about.
Ethan with the best hand with 2-8s. Levi gonna rep this ace. ATM out. Ethan out. Rebel, I'll tell him. I'll send a message saying he's been missed, specifically by you.
It's always nice to be missed. I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
The old Dallas streams used to be very tight. If you look back, like the ones with, there would be like the highest DP is 30%.
Which one?
The old Dallas streams. Like,
Oh yeah, when you was like, it was like delivery, Cashman,
Tommy,
Daniel, like
where's
all the
the
guys.
next trip?
Yeah, that was the
they're taking
rankiest.
it so serious.
Those were the rankiest streams ever.
Austin.
Yeah, like you would get like an EP open and deliver flat ace king in the big blind and like.
And then anywhere else other than Texas?
Florida.
Okay.
Tommy is a guest player for a Hungry Horse. Not sure how to describe it.
Just Florida. Get back to
Is he a Hungry Horse poker student that is sponsored?
I haven't watched that many streams from back then, but from what I've seen,
They're not good. I mean, but yeah, it's just Nick. It's like every way.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what it sounded like to me.
There's a lot more fancy play syndrome here.
A lot of hands.
Yeah,
ATM with queens.
Everyone's trying to play like just good.
Levi,
solid, you know what I mean? No one's
stack size not great for this.
It's the Wild West over here.
Just gonna let it go. Stack size really makes it suck sometimes when these straddles.
Oh, Diego, did you know this about Tom?
No, but that's cool.
I needed to get small on that turn. And I just like did.
Very, very cool. Definitely always nice to have visitors from out of town. People that can witness the glory of Houston poker. Spread the word about how amazing it is here.
Yeah.
He turned to pair.
Oh, well.
It's not like, I mean, he's like some showdown value.
Next time.
One hand at a time.
He's a strength player.
Yeah. Ooh.
What was it?
I don't know, I didn't see it, but.
Dude, sometimes they're just gonna feel it.
You're good.
Oh, wait a minute.
Outlaws turn with ace queen. ATM getting in there with the clean diaper. Tommy with his nip button and queen 8 suited. Thinking about getting in the mix. Unfortunately,
three-bet chips?
That's 3-bet chips. He's picked the wrong time. Ethan does fold the suited ace.
I think all the queens are down. Or is
Yeah,
there
queen
one
not
left?
coming. Hopefully. Outlaw gonna call. ATM might get a little frisky here. Nope. Queen diaper in the mug.
See, I almost like the 3 deuce better against the 3-bet range. You know for sure they're not.
I like it because if you make a wheel, someone's very likely to have made top pair.
Mm-hmm.
Here
Could've
we can see.
outflopped them.
Oh no. He still outflops them, but we have
Oh.
a very different flop than what we saw registered. Tommy gonna bet range here. Outlaw just gives it up.
Oh my god.
Sees the bad news.
What? There it is.
Gets shown the bad news.
That's the one thing about the Nick game. If you're one of those people that doesn't like to know, care what other people have in hand, you're forced to look at things like that every once in a while.
I didn't look yet, but when I said it,
So in all my time playing the Nick game, less bluffs get shown than I would have originally perceived to be shown. I'm not saying they don't get shown. It's a lot of times the bluffs are very small. It's like this. It's 3-bet you, C-bet flop that favors me, take it down. Look, I had queen high. I got a little outline with queen 8 suited. It's not like you go three streets and then you show up with the 6-3 offsuit and you get a big bluff through.
Yeah, it doesn't send Basically, what you're saying, it doesn't send the game completely off the rails. But,
No,
you know,
I have gone completely off the rails before. I think one of the wildest hands I've ever played was against Ethan, where I raised something weird, like 6-4 offsuit or something like that in the small blind, and he knew I was going to go bananas. So he calls, he flops a set, and I runner straight.
Oh my
with
gosh.
with my hand, it's just super concealed, and we get all the money in somehow.
Surprised you went up against a future lottery scratch-off winner. He's feeling lucky for life.
Ethan and I have played some hands. Damien gonna float or call with bottom pair, nut kicker, backdoor flush draw. He could really rep that. Outlaw's got not a great turn for him. Not a great turn for Outlaw either. Outlaw might check this back.
A pink card would have been better, seeing Outlaw's hand face up for Damien to maybe bluff a river.
That's a great card for Damien now after Outlaw checks back if he wants to bluff it. And I think when we get here, we can start bluffing. We're going to get some hands that we're beating to fold, but we're going to get the hand like sevens. A hard time.
Little side eye there from
Outlaw just not a believer.
Yeah.
Can beat that. Plan executed, didn't work. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, still 100% the right play, I think, from Damien. Just turn his hand into a bluff and
Solid, solid hand against. Yep.
Super pro. Super pro. That's
Super Outlaw, the Super Pro, has been announced.
Yep. All the lines were there.
Caleb just put the bet flop, check, turn, bluff, check, river line into action.
It was good.
Caleb,
It was
super
good.
pro.
It was good.
I've seen some videos.
My course 2K.
Big discount. Caleb, I think I need to take your course.
who's giving lessons? I'm signing up.
He's probably one of the best.
So far, it's been the narrative is that Tish is giving lessons.
I mean, he's a teacher. He is qualified.
That's what I'm talking about.
We were actually talking about teaching high school students yesterday how to play poker. And one of my friends who's a high school teacher saw his students playing poker. They were just playing Hold'em. And he's like, well, y'all should try this game and then taught them how to play PLO.
Oh, no, okay. That might be corrupting the youth. I think they should.
I think it's great.
No, I do. I think it's great. I think poker is just so good for your logic, your reasoning, your basic math skills, and also just controlling your, dealing with swings and the emotions, and keeping your head up at certain times where you lose, whether it was your fault or not. The cards just feeling like they're ruining your life, but fighting through it and making rational decisions. It's just I just love the game.
Chad, all players have been there. You'll get if you play enough, you'll get the highest of highs, and you'll get the lowest of lows.
I'm not ashamed to admit I've cried in my car on the way home once or twice.
Are you after a big losing session? Are you the silent driver or the sad playlist?
The being upstuck or having had a lot of profit and then losing it, those are the two times where I've been the most upset. And then
So bad.
screaming at the world, screaming at the sky in the car, like, why did I have to even play that extra hand? I could have just got up an hour ago. But I mean, being down multiple buy-ins, sometimes stuff happens, and that phases me way less than the upstuck thing for some reason.
Interesting. Levi getting out of line. The king 4 suited, trying to make something happen. His run straight into it with ace king. All the kings are basically dead. Not basically, they are dead. Is outlaw your last name? I love that question. That's great.
think poor Levi, he typically has a tighter image, and so some of the spots where he's tried to take to 3-bet or get a little bit more active, hoping that his image would get him some folds, he's just ran into monsters or better hands every time.
And he's run into it here. Interestingly enough, Levi might be priced in, if he wants to gamble, just might be priced into this. That's what he's trying to figure out is, do I have to stick it in? And if Ethan, so if, I'm not sure what I would do if Ethan had folded and Isaac had jammed after calling with the king 4 suit. I probably would just gambled. I don't know. I've already stuck 250 in my in there.
Yeah, there's definitely an argument for that.
Get our last dealer change of the stream.
That's the correct answer.
Attention Houston, Texas. The Trailblazer Poker Tour is coming to Texas Card House Houston from February 26th through March 10th. 10 big events, including the $100,000 guaranteed multi-flight and the $500,000 guaranteed main event. This is your second to last stop to rack up points in the Trailblazer Points Championship. First place wins a Chevy Trailblazer SUV. More details at texascardhouse.com.
Shoving this ad in y'all's face because y'all need to show up here next weekend. Hopefully I get to play against some of y'all. Maybe even commentate on a final table of y'all.
We'd love to see you guys here.
You can count on both hands how many winning sessions you've had playing poker over the last 16 and a half years, not counting tournaments. Are you like tripling up on fingers, saying like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bending your finger to count different things? I mean, if you do that and with the various combinations of your hand, you can count to a lot. I don't know.
I think Bro was saying maybe he's a tournament pro. I prefer tournaments as well. I don't know. I think for some reason I lose my mind like 3 hours into a couch session, regardless of how much I have in front of me.
Mo gonna raise it up. Tish limping. Gonna make the call. Now Tommy getting a great price and in position. And the best part is these three hands interact with each other. So it is possible we get a action flop.
I had a 6 in that hand, and I'm like, so, just lucky.
Queen Jack high action, open ender, top 2 pair. If Mo makes the nut straight on the bottom end, or the only way he can make the nut straight, Tish will make a set. Tommy gonna check back. An 8 would be disastrous. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's small for a squeeze.
Now we have nut straight versus top 2 pair versus effective middle set. What a collision. Oh, chips are gonna go in the middle.
That's a nasty 8.
This is so disgusting.
That's a crazy 8.
Mo knows he has the best hand because he has the nuts. Tish thinks he has the best hand, and Tommy thinks he has the best hand as well. There's a big bet too. That's over pot. Tish just makes the call. Let's see how Tommy wants to play this. This is fireworks. Tish does not want the board to pair other than a 4. If a queen or a jack comes out, this is. Oh my god.
Lord.
And the check back. Tommy is such a disguised full house. Mo's hand is shriveled up, though the flush does come through in the board pairs. Let's see if he wants to continue to bet for value, charge a queen. The problem is there are going to be lots of flushes. Mo does check. Oh, and Tish is in love. This is a disaster. Oh my goodness. Tish is going to have to think he has the nuts because I don't think, in my mind, Tommy would check back top 2 pair.
Yeah.
I am so shocked. Tish is going to bet for value. See what sizing he wants to choose. He's gonna target flushes.
Can we get the hockey?
He's gonna bet big too.
I was literally
Target
about to
queens and
ask the same
flushes.
thing. I called. I was
And-
literally about to get up.
And Tommy with the nuts.
Yeah. No. This is the championship. This is
Oh my goodness, what a
but
hand.
he's hesitating. I wonder.
Oh,
Ooh,
Tish
he
just
was all
rips
in.
it. Oh, that's not good.
Ooh.
Oh, he's just running to it. Tommy now gonna double check, make sure he's got the nuts.
What do you tell? You can see that.
It's Formation.
Mouth slightly upturned. He's
Oh
happy,
my
but
god.
trying not to look too excited to maybe see if he can wrangle Mo in the bot.
This the problem is, yeah.
That was like the first 5
There's-
minutes of the fucking game.
Mo's gonna be able to get away. Yeah. Yeah. And Tish knows that. And Tish knows that he.
Wow.
Oh, this is disgusting. The turn was such an action turn too.
Yeah, I mean, you called it. You're like an 8 would be a.
Does that? Yeah.
Yeah, and it.
That one's making YouTube.
That one's. What a hand. And if I'm in Tish's seat, I think I have the best hand all day long because I don't think Tommy ever checks back.
What
Not
a
compare.
sick turn.
Yeah. No, especially on like a Broadway heavy board where,
Yeah.
you know, your opponents could easily make sure
Yeah,
that you don't
you're
love
just letting
the other
Ace
Broadway
King,
card.
yeah, Ace King, Ace 10, draw for free.
We were both pretty.
Straight on the turn. 10-9.
We were both pretty fucked then.
That was disgusting.
Wow, Nick, that's how you feeling today? Came into the box with guns blazing.
That's what the stream wants.
Wow, Rebel and I sound like two peas in a pod. We're exactly in the same boat.
One of the most disgusting hands of poker, live poker I've ever seen is in live is set over set over set where someone flopped a straight, and then bottom set 1.
Quads.
Yeah, quads.
Oh my god. That's disgusting. That's 4 people all getting their money in every single boat.
It wasn't I mean, it was a massive pot for the stakes, but not dollar amount wise. It was, I think 4 people got it in 200 big blinds each, so 800 big blind pot. But oh man, what a cold deck that was. Ugh.
That was a roller coaster
I
ride.
deserve that. I played one hand so bad.
Tish,
No,
Tish,
man.
Tish, I don't think you deserve that.
Yeah, nobody deserves that.
That's so.
It's
No,
just highly
not that one. Not
unfortunate.
that one. Different hand.
I think Tish played that hand fine. I do think
Pop, pop, pop.
no comment on Tish's earlier hand, but that hand was on a the way the hand played. I would have thought I had the best hand.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, that the check on the flop, just that one action by one player completely changes your analysis of what's going on, and it's just
disgusting.
You know, and he got drawn out on. You know what I mean? So the check on the turn was check on the flop was kind of dangerous. You know, because he did get ran down, but just. Bad turn, good river. Got paid. It's those boards with all the middle cards, you know. The 9 through queen boards.
Well, I mean, when those
where-
when those hands were dealt out, though, I was like, man, the only way there's going to be action in that hand is if we see that type of flop because they all interact with each other. That's exactly what we got. See, Rebel, that's a real accomplishment. Deuce 4, all 3-way all in. Isaac getting 3-bet. Could have defended.
I feel sorry.
It's okay.
It will happen if I bet the flop.
That was a cooler.
I was surprised.
Yeah, Tish very surprised that there's no bet.
Yeah.
Flush draw, jack high flush draw for Isaac, just enough to keep him interested. Outlaw with ace high, the best hand here. Gonna see bet. Isaac gonna make the call.
Spade's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's very tough on me on the turn, but I gotta call.
much you bet on the turn, Mo?
I agree with him. After checking back the flop and seeing that turn, we just have to call.
Yeah, in position.
Yeah, in
closing the
position,
action,
closing the
yeah.
action.
Bet the turn like a boss.
No brainer.
He bet. He
Turned the nuts.
Yeah.
I bet call.
X call.
Mo is in love too. Turn the nuts. Bet, call.
Oh yeah, he loved it until that river, and you can see as soon as that queen came, the flush came, the
The
board.
flush
paired.
came, the board paired. Yeah.
overbet multi-way and then a call.
Yeah, and then a call.
Wow, that was the pot of the night probably.
Oh, that was. Yeah, that was just a collision.
It's only a rich out.
You gotta vote
possibility and flush.
All right, well the horse's horse comes to Houston and scoops a big pot for now.
I'm the boat over boat guy, dude.
It's a one
You gotta wait for the last one.
I always get boat over boat.
Isaac, let's
I
go.
did get away from
Draw.
last one.
Yeah,
I'll-
I tried to get.
Betting, bluffing with the best hand.
Mine was less successful.
There's this really crazy hand that actually was very similar against me and HB where they flopped.
That pot, that Tish is now the one throwing the party.
I had 7 small blinds.
Unfortunate, but
He has
everyone's got to
5
take
big
turns.
blinds.
If you're not throwing the party every once in a while,
7, Jack,
then
You don't get
you should-
invited back
well, I was gonna say you should keep playing in that game as long as you possibly can.
until they don't invite you
Yeah,
back.
until they don't invite you back. But
HB check
you're gonna be throwing the party at some point in time. Try and avoid doing it consistently.
I slow play this.
It does say 10K on it.
Turn
If you're
was a queen.
able to win, like 3 out of 4
Check,
sessions,
check.
you're doing well.
I block river, and then he like
You'd have to melt it down.
river's a
It
jack.
has my
I
name
block
on it,
river,
so-
and he like jams. He jams for like.
With a little suited little card hand.
Yeah, Tommy, this,
He check. He's in there.
I don't even think Ethan's looked at his cards.
I don't think so either.
No, he's definitely looked.
Is the Sunday stream going to have commentators? I don't know. We don't know for sure.
So, which Sunday stream are you talking about? Are you talking about our 1-2 stream Bills game? Because we don't do commentators for. We have another action turn. We don't do commentators for the 1-2 games. Open ended straight draw with a flush draw, top pair, and another open ended draw.
Yeah. Scary.
Jack of hearts on the river is the only jack that would get Ethan in trouble. The other ones get him in a little bit, but not a lot of it. Tommy gonna bump it up. Ethan's gonna get out of the way and shrivels up. ATM has now the best hand with 10 high.
I don't think he's gonna feel like he has the best hand though, considering.
No.
And considering that he has no black cards in his hand, his outs he's not gonna love if one of those flushes comes. So
No, Rebel, on Sunday the stream does not have commentators. It's just the players with mics, and that's it. We will have commentators for the final tables of the multi-day tournaments for the Trailblazer, and that will be at least me, maybe other people, don't know. 10 high makes the call, coincidentally the best hand. A-team needs to now find a way to get to showdown. 6-5 is now the nuts. Tommy is running good.
he is heating up in beer pong terms.
Howdy. Glad to see you in the chat again, I think. See if Tommy can get any value out of this 10 high. Doubt it. A-team would have to turn his hand into a bluff. Going for an overbet, I like it. A-team just gonna put his hand in the muck. No, Ethan's pretty normal. You just have top pair, no kicker.
Peculiar, huh? No, I'm just
Don't you fucking dare. I didn't go to Rice.
Yeah, that was actually all that was needed for admissions. Just a spelling test, one word.
Glad I didn't apply to that. Let's go back and do that one. Watch back later.
Little peek.
I watched you all night
Yes.
last night.
Rebel poker. There
said
is.
to,
You
like,
can't.
7 a.m. to study him?
You stay up that late to study outlaw?
I believe if you go.
What kind of things do you study?
I won't tell you. I won't tell you, man.
Hold on, let me. I'm checking something for you. Mo with 2 9s.
A little scared. When he goes bet pot, then.
But I think you have the best hand on the turn.
Yeah, maybe. I got a better hand than that. I just don't know if I'm better hand than you.
I hope it's not bad stuff about me.
You have 10 high?
10 high, 10 high.
Okay.
It's okay if it is.
I can queen jack go.
I'm new here and DT trained me, so
Train's loose, but
I'm sitting on the turn with queen jack.
Yeah, I was going
I mean,
for
depends on I guess. I mean,
no, we're definitely open to any.
any criticism, yes.
Yeah.
Anything that can make your streaming experience better.
Yeah, we want.
Everything
This is all
is-
for you guys, so we
Sure.
want you guys to be having fun and
You'll watch it back.
hopefully
You'll watch it later.
learn some stuff. Some of the newer players, maybe checking out poker for the first time, seeing how the super pros do it.
9's the best hand on the river. Isaac gonna bluff at this.
Queen high.
It snaps. Only $35 bluff.
Should've watched time. How did time look like me? It felt like it was so quiet yesterday.
It's a good question,
Isaac
Rebel.
that game is too small for him.
Stay in when the stream is over in the YouTube chat for a little bit, and I will see if I can post an answer for you.
One time he played the 1-3 game, and in the last hour, dude, he just kept like, over, like literally any series.
Yeah.
Shipping it on rivers like 4K to 1.5. Just putting these 1-3 guys in the full top there.
Well, there's no point in starting the high.
Dude,
You
there's
need to
that
play
one
bigger with him.
Dude, like Ty like overbet bluff, and then he overbet against you, do a trick.
I was the one who paid.
Oh, you're a ship again. You had it lucky guy.
You hate to see
Yeah, it was
it.
trips over trips the one time
It
against
was like bluffing
Every hand and then the single hand.
Suddenly he had it.
Mo with 7s. $20 straddle.
I wonder how you even get into short deck. Like, what's the? I mean, Ty won his bracelet in short deck, right?
I don't think it's as big now.
Levi with
It was like popular for a while.
It's not as.
a clean diaper. Gonna defend his straddle.
I got like top games from like
Yeah, it's like really popular.
I don't think it's.
Flops a wheel draw.
I did.
7 for the hand. Mo gonna check his showdown.
Got rid of the nip, but that's some stupid.
Still needs
But that's the point
a 4.
That's the whole fucking.
Gonna bet it.
adding no board bomb ball.
Be nice to go.
Mo gives up his 7 yet.
It's like, oh, I got pocket ace.
We don't beat a 10. We don't beat an ace. We beat clubs though.
Nobody believes me.
We beat a 5. We beat a 6. Mo's thinking about
Ah.
what he wants to do on the river.
Yeah, I know. That was sincere, bro.
And I raise you a turtle.
Club on the river. You see, Levi wants to rep this. He kind of has to. And he just overbit shoves. I like this. I like this one.
Spider? Oh, that's pretty
Evan's
good.
gonna have to hit the
Got
mug.
all the animals. I think it might be time.
Well played by Levi.
What else? Raise the turtle. I think it might be
He's
time.
battled today. You know, he's been on the shortest.
Let's see what else I got.
The last 2 minutes.
Levi always comes to play.
That's it.
Huh?
So we're finishing in 10 minutes.
I have another turtle.
Alright, so with that, I've received notice that our last hand will be hand number 96.
Bitches.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. This 510 No Limit Hold'em stream here at Texas Card House Houston.
Whoa, you have
He's
a
joined by
freaking
Shanice in the booth. It's been a fantastic stream.
It's always a pleasure to come and hang out with you and all the viewers.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I figure.
So come back in 5 minutes.
See if we can get some action-packed hands for the last two.
It's forever.
Those
Forever.
eights have been kind of hot.
Yeah, I know.
Lots
I
of
hate
sets.
me too.
I hate me too.
But Rebel, if you can message the club, I will let that. No, okay, got
Okay,
it.
I've got an answer. TCH Live at TexasCardHouse.com.
Yeah,
Very
just
easy.
TCH Live at TexasCardHouse.com. Yep. Send your message to them, and they will pick it up.
Thank you very much.
You know, Tommy, here's the bright
Texas
side.
3 bets.
Any
Ethan
of
with
the
king, queen
dollars
off.
that I torched in that hand would have just gone to you anyway. If we think about it.
Ethan gonna make the call on the button.
Silver lining. Silver lining, right?
Yeah.
Oh, up and down.
That's how Kevin say.
Yeah.
And we'll play. We'll play.
Exactly.
Thank you for supporting my journey. And
Anytime.
welcome, Kevin.
Anytime. I'm always here to support the journey.
Rebel, you got that?
I'm looking forward to the
Ethan
I'm
can at
looking
least
forward
make the call.
What size is the jacket coming for you, Tate?
No waiting, right away drill nuts.
I'm looking forward to the YouTube cloud.
Damien can no longer win this hand unless he somehow gets Ethan to fold. But based on his
Jeez,
stack size and
10K
based
Monk's
on
gonna
the
come
spot
quick.
size, I don't think that's going to happen. Damien shoves, Ethan snaps. Ethan's going to show the...
Oh, I didn't know you were going to call with a king queen.
I was like, there's no way he calls with a king queen.
Damien runs straight into it.
Ethan boy.
Well, we
King
played
Queen's
for
been good to
Tex the last
Ethan.
hand, yeah.